Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm wearing a Captain America shirt for the first time in a live stream like this. But anyway, Lone Dragon, how you doing? What's up, Lone Dragon? But yeah, we haven't read the title yet. Yeah, this will be a solo stream. This will be a solo stream. Maybe I'll bring in Alfonso if he actually comes in. But uh, but yeah, what's up, guys? I'm live on YouTube and it's December 2021 already, and we're almost done with this year, and the Warper Cybertron trilogy line is almost over because after I get Kingdom Slammer, Pipes, Blaster, Pterosaur, and the Arc, I'm done with the Warper Cybertron trilogy toy line. I'm done. So yes, Mr. Tallgate guy. Yeah, thank you. I'm wearing a Captain America shirt with Chris Evans on it. So yeah. Um, but yeah, Kingdom Slammer and Pipes, they're available in my country right now. So yeah, I can't wait to get them for Christmas. I can't wait to get them for Christmas. I can't wait to get Cyberverse Deluxe Class Cheetor for Christmas. I can't wait for the Arc for Christmas as well. So those are the four figures I wish to get for Christmas. My day's been going good. It's going good so far, and but yeah. Anyway, imagine Prince Production. I gotta get the art before you, JJ. No, 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 you won't. You will not. You will not. Um, what's up, BB Bradley? Hope you're doing good. Man, there's 12 people watching. Wow. Yo, JJG, how you doing? It looks like people are. Wow, a lot of people are joining in. Wow. No, you won't. You won't, Prince. You will not. You will not. But anyway. Oh man. Um, JJ, I got something new. Tell me later. Tell me later after the stream, okay? But anyway, but yeah, the Warper Cybertron Trilogy toy line is almost over, and it's been a fun ride with this Warper Cybertron Trilogy lineup. Way better than Prime Wars. I will say that this toy line, the Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom, these toy lines are way better than the I don't know, than the Prime Wars trilogy lines. Combiner Wars, I kind of felt bored because there were so many repaints. Titans Return, I was kind of bummed. I was kind of getting bored about the Headmasters because there were too many heads. Power to Primes, though, I managed to get the majority of the line, so thank goodness. The only figure I didn't get was Predaking. I didn't get them. I didn't get Predaking, unfortunately, but oh well. It's what it is. There were a couple figures I didn't get as well. I didn't get Elite 1, but yeah. You finally got Studio Series 86 Jazz. Why am I not surprised? but um but yeah, this Warper Cybertron trilogy lineup, it got me to collecting a lot of figures from the lineup. I didn't get the Generation Selects figures. The only Generation Select set I got was the Soundwave Spy Patrol third unit because that was the most important set for me. And I managed to get it. Thank goodness. Now I have all the cassettes I need for Soundwave and Double Dealer, and um, and yeah. In terms of the main line, I pretty much have everything from the main line stuff. Runabout, I pretty much gave up on because uh, uh, he was too hard to find. But if he eventually comes out, you know, in stock on Shopee, I don't know why you're so scared about the Jolt figure TFN. It's a fun toy, and it's way better than the original. So I still highly recommend the figure because it looks good in both modes. So and who cares about shell forming because shell forming makes the figure way easier to transform. So yeah, and it's much more screen accurate. So JJ Bro looking like Captain Malaysia. The Mr. Target guy Studio Series Jolt is bad. How is he bad though? He's not bad. It's not a bad figure. Are you sure it looks terrible in robot mode? Because you don't even have the figure. Okay, you don't even have the figure in hand. And it's funny because you're looking at the robot mode in the packaging, and you think that the robot mode is better. But once you take out the packaging and transform it nicely and carefully and transform it in the correct way. Hey, what's up, Connor? What's up, Connor? Connor Drift the Samurai. I'm wearing Captain America shirt. Yeah. I'm wearing the Chris Evans shirt. Yes, the Chris Evans shirt. Yes. Yes. With Chris Evans' face in it. So yeah. I really love the way Hasbro did Jolt in Studio Series. I've seen it multiple times in store, in reviews, photos. I don't care. It is garbage. What? No, they don't need to try again with Jolt, TFN. Studio Series Jolt is... You're wearing Alfonso's husband. Yes, I know. I know, Connor. I know. Yes, Chris Evans. He'll always be Captain America. You know, he'll always be the OG MCU Captain America because he's worthy. He's the worthy man. But anyway, JJ, why you always ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you. Hey, Josh Prime, how you doing? Yes, we now no longer need a new Dino because Studio Series perfected it, including Jolt. They do. The car and transformation are good, but the robot just doesn't appeal. The robot mode is way more screen accurate than that dreadful original Jolt. I'm sorry. That original Jolt figure does not look great. It does not look good. It looks horrible. Okay, it looks freaking horrible. That robot mode for the original Jolt, that is the horrible robot mode. Looks horrible. Doesn't look that good. It has the articulation. Blah, 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 blah. But when I look at Studio Series Jolt, yeah, that's Jolt. That's Jolt. Okay, that's Jolt. Okay, Studio Series Jolt is a great figure. He's a great figure, okay? None of the Jolts look good. Wow, TFN. Wow. Just wow. Wow, TFN. Dude, you don't even have the figure, so why are you judging? So yeah. Yeah, stop being negative towards Studio Series Jolt. You don't even have the figure. You don't even have it. So you can't say anything about it. So no, you cannot. You cannot judge it. Yeah. So, and by the way, today's topic is not about the Studio Series line. Let's forget about the Studio Series line, okay? Because today we're gonna remember about the Robot Cybertron Trilogy lineup because of how great the line is. So, bro, my last toy hunt, I found Jolt and didn't even pay attention to him because I don't like it. Okay, Mr. Target guy, let me explain here. When I got Studio Series Jolt, I fell in love with him because his robot mode is very screen accurate to the. It's very screen accurate to a CGI model. Okay. And his head is more screen accurate. The car mode is gorgeous. The articulation is pretty good so far. He needed ankle tilts, but the articulation is good. So it's it's more screen accurate, and I die for screen accuracy. And Studio Series Jolt looks so much better. The proportions are better. Head is ugly. I don't care if the head is ugly or not. I don't care because it's screen accurate. The legs are still screen accurate. It has way more detail than the original Studio Series, than the original Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Jolt. The backpack, I don't care about the backpack. It's the back. Who cares about the back anyway? You're not even going to display the figure facing the wall. No. But TFN, it is accurate. It's so close to the CGI model. It's way more screen accurate. Even MGO said it's way more screen accurate. So what are you gonna complain about, TFN? What are you gonna complain about? So like Jolt's paint, the paint work is absolutely well done. The detail is all there, and honestly, Hasbro did a really good job on Jolt. So, but anyway, we're not here talking about Studio Series Jolt. That's not what the topic today is about. No, 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 no. That's not what today's topic is about. Okay, and but Mr. Talkie Guy, if you prefer Dark of the Moon Jolt, then that's good for you. But that Dark of the Moon Jolt again, I think, Mr. Talkie Guy, you would have to buy Studio Series Jolt yourself and compare the two figures. Because to me, Dark of the Moon Jolt is too fat. He's too fat. Studio Series Jolt is slimmer, and the proportions are way more accurate to the CGI models anyway. So, and the kibble is somewhat accurate. So yeah. You just have to have the figure yourself to experience it yourself. And yeah, let's just move on from Studio Series Jolt. That's not what today's topic is about. So yeah, you see Alfonso's latest Cybertron review on Star Trek? Not yet, but I will get down to that. I will watch that soon. But let's talk about the War Cybertron Trilogy lineup and remember it before we move on to Legacy, because Legacy is coming out really soon. So we'll see about that, Mr. Target Guy, because I think I think the figure will grow on you if you actually have the figure in hand, because it actually looks way better in hand. But anyway, let's move on from that topic on Studio Series Jolt. I really don't want to discuss on that topic anymore because yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore the Jolt comments. Because Studio Series Jolt has stirred up a lot of controversy into TFN's mind. But anyway. Anyway. Let's just move on to the Studio Series. Let's move on from the Studio Series Jolt topic. I really don't want to discuss it because, in my opinion, anyway, I love Studio Series Jolt. So, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, the War Cybertron Trilogy line. This started like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2019. And actually, no, I got the figures. I got the first Siege figures back in December 2018. And I was like, my reaction to the figures, like the Skytread, the Sideswipe, Cog, and Hound, and Prime and Megatron, those figures I got from December 2018. I was like, wow, I was like blown away on the engineering, like in terms of Skytread, like you look at Skytread, his robot mode looks so freaking good, and this is the best mainline G1 Skytread that has ever existed. I mean, this looks so freaking good. It definitely looks like a G1 Skytread to me, and the engineering is crazy, and he transforms into two vehicles, and the articulation is crazy on this figure. Like, he has everything that you need, like to pose. So he has head movement, arm movement, waist swivel, ankle tilts. That even surprises me. And sideswipe. Yeah, Sideswipe was really really good at the time. Siege Sideswipe, he's a good figure. I absolutely love that figure. The vehicle mode looks so cool. The robot mode looks like a G1 Sideswipe to me anyway. Um, but yeah, all the figures that I've collected from the War Cybertron Trilogy line, it's they are all fun to mess with. Um, I've been transforming them back and forth like so many days in a row, and yeah, like all these figures are really really fun to mess with. Like the Battle Masters, the Micro Masters, like really all this line is, all the War Cybertron Trilogy line is about is bringing in the playability, and 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 you know what I mean, the playability with these figures, like you can actually put in battle effects like to the figures because they do have pegs on them, and you can create some cool effects, the blast effects, and you can put into their guns and have a shooting effect, and that's awesome. I mean, that's really awesome. I mean, like like they give you the battle masters. Like for example, they give you like Smashdown. Like he's a freaking hammer. Like he's a hammer. You can have other figures to hold him, like deluxes, voyagers, leaders, even like commanders, I believe. You can have them hold the weapons and just do some cool poses with them, and that is awesome. That is the playability that I really care about, and the transformations for these figures. I enjoyed these transformations. Some people may say, "Oh, like some of the transformations are not fun. They are like they're tolerance issues." But to me, anyway, I've had these figures like for so long now, and I've had a lot of fun with them. I mean, the transformations are all very very smooth and enjoyable, and yeah. What's up, Antonio? I can see you. It ain't over yet, TFN. Well, it's not over yet because Blaster is coming out next year, and once you get the Blaster, the Golden Disc collection, and the rest of the Kingdom line, then you're done. But yeah. Uh, am I ever gonna sell my figures? No, I'm not gonna sell any of my figures because I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sell my figures. No way. Because I'm a mainline collector. I'm keeping these figures forever. I'm keeping these figures forever until I grow old. So, and eventually pass on the collection thing to my future children. So, if I ever get it. So, I thought about getting Kingdom Blaster, but I don't know yet. You should get him because same here, tall, and I don't even have him. Looking at you, JJ. I have Dino and you don't. Anyway, but yeah, the Siege line, amazing line. Gave you a lot of characters, and what's interesting that the Siege line gave me an IDW character. Um, well, I don't know if that's gonna happen, Antonio. I don't know, but we'll see what happens in the future. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, the Siege Prime. Like, here's the Siege Optimus Prime. Here he is in all of his glory. And someone's calling me on Instagram. Falling. Stop calling me. Um. Anyway. But yeah, the Siege Prime, like it or not, was one of the best things that ever happened to the Transformers franchise. Exactly. Yeah. I would say my mind for Coronation Starscream. But isn't he the same thing as Earthrise Starscream? Oh wait, you don't have Earthrise Starscream. So, but yeah, here's the Siege Prime and the truck mode. Even though it's not Earthrise or like it's not the Earth mode, it still looks cool. I mean, look at that. Look at the Gatling guns in front of the truck mode. Now that is cool for a Cybertronian truck mode. It's crazy. I mean, it's literally one of the best figures. You just mentioned Optimus Prime wearing Chris Evans on your body. The Alfonso ritual. I have been summoned. Oh dear Lord. Alfonso is here. I just mentioned Optimus Prime. Yes, Optimus Prime. I don't have Earthrise Starscream. Yeah, I know. I know you don't have Earthrise Starscream, which is why you're gonna save up for the Coronation Starscream. I can understand that. So I hope you have fun with the figure, because I know that I'll have fun with SS86 Starscream once I get him. Yes, I'm getting the SS86 Starscream as well. Boo-hoo. I'm gonna have two Starscreams with the same figure, sure. But I'm gonna love the Earthrise, the SS86 Starscream. So yeah. What's up, Alfonso? How you doing? Yes, I'm wearing Chris Evans on my shirt. Ah. Should I get Siege Prime? Yes, you should get Siege. You should get Siege Prime. He is an absolutely wonderful figure. Like, this figure is one of the best Optimus Prime figures I've ever messed with. I do prefer Earthrise Prime, but this Siege Prime is still a fantastic toy. It's still a fantastic figure. Gave him the axe. Oh my goodness. It's still a really well done figure. Like, the engineering with this figure is stellar. It's like super stellar. Dang, JJ looking good in my hubby on your shirt. You never looked better. Thank you very much, Alfonso. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot about the shirt, and honestly, I forgot about the shirt, but I remember about the shirt. I had the shirt, so yeah. But I'm gonna send the link in the chat to see if Alfonso wants to join in and have a chit chat about the War for Cybertron trilogy, or maybe about the Chris Evans Captain America's ass. Oh, anyway. But yeah, the transformation for this figure is really well done. I mean, the engineering, they really did well with this figure, and it's still amazing. It's still an amazing figure. The engineering is crazy. What's up, DFS? How you doing? And it's super crazy. I mean, come on. You cannot hate on this figure, because this figure is so fun to mess with. It's so, like, the engineering is crazy. Like, how they managed to work the transformation, I don't know how, but they did it. And this is way better than any other previous Optimus Prime that I've gotten. I mean, look at the Power of the Prime's Prime. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like that Power of the Prime's Optimus Prime. I still love it. But, you know, all in all, though, this is definitely way better than the Power of the Prime's Optimus Prime figure. In terms of the engineering and the articulation, and it's just crazy. Everything moves on this figure, like waist swivel. Yes, he does have a waist swivel. Yep. He may look like he doesn't have a waist swivel, but he does have a waist swivel. And who is that? Prince Productions. But yeah, all these figures, they have been fantastic. Like, Siege Prime has been fantastic. I mean, I absolutely love this guy. Really well done figure. Like, it's a good looking G1 Prime, honestly. It's a really good looking G1 Prime. Fun to mess with, great detail, and one of the best Optimus Prime figures I've ever gotten. But yeah, this Siege line, the War for Cybertron trilogy lineup as a whole, it's great. I mean, it's awesome. It's amazing. But
All right, I see how it is, JJ. All right, keep that. Nah, I'm joking. I'm just joking.
What?
Nothing. I was making a joke.
It's so funny that TFN is still scared about that jolt.
How? Wait, is he scared about the plastic, or like the?
He thinks the robot mode is not screen accurate.
I mean, it looks cool, Like honestly, I like the original one still. I mean, I
The
like the original
arms,
one better
the
because
chest is accurate. The arms are accurate. The legs are accurate. The head is accurate. Everything about it is accurate. The wings are accurate. So
yeah, it's accurate. It's accurate, and it's a great figure. Honestly, pretty good. I don't see why he's scared of it.
TFN, you're just blind. You know, you're just blind. You just cannot see because I can see with my own eyes. I can see. I can compare Studio Series show with the CGI model. It is accurate. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, TFN. It is accurate. It's the more accurate version of Jolt. Okay, so I don't know what to tell you. Prime Bricks. Yeah. I mean, sure. You just click the link and you can join in because I've missed you. I missed you. Yeah. Just click the link above and join in. So you can join in. Okay, who cares about the backpack? Who cares about the kibble? Like, who cares? You can really pop off the kibble of the ball joint. You can really just do that. You
Hey
know.
JJ, Turbo said if Turbo asked if he could come in.
Uh,
Turbo asked if he could come in.
the backpack is supposed to be yes. Thank you, Talkie Guy. The backpack is supposed to be there. It's supposed to be there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Supposed to be. Oh, subprime bricks.
Hello there.
Rumbrix, he has returned from
Yes.
oblivion.
I'm sorry what happened to your channel, your other channel. Messed up what
Yeah,
happened.
Yeah.
man. Man, a lot of work was put into that channel. I'm so sorry, man. Sheesh.
I'm kind of
Well,
scared.
I
I'm kinda
have my
scared.
first official review going up tomorrow.
Nice. But hey, do you have Studio Series Jolt?
Me, yes.
And what do you think of it?
He's okay. The robot mode could have been a little better in like one or two spots, but other than that, he's not a bad toy.
Is he the more screen accurate one?
That's debatable.
Okay.
I don't think the giant car doors on his hips were very screen accurate.
Yeah, the Jolt figure is a good figure. I like it.
Hmm.
On JJ, Turbo's begging to come in, so can you let him in the stream?
Yeah, I'll let Turbo in.
Oh,
Finally. Wait.
Your mic. I had to can you fix your mic and then I'll because your mic is a bit
grainy.
It was
Yeah.
fine yesterday.
But anyway, I'll remove you first because I need to add in Tall Geek Guy first because he wants to express his emotions. So, you hang in there, Turbo. Hang in there. All right. Okay, Tall
Hello
Geek Guy.
there.
Yes. What did you want to say?
It says Joel is not a good figure. No, I don't like it.
And why
Good.
would you say that?
It's a good figure. It's good.
No,
Good.
it's not.
And why would you say that, Tall Geek Guy?
The kibble. It's very annoying.
Honestly,
I don't have the figure, but from what I've seen, reviews, pictures, and stuff, it's horrible. I don't
My
like it.
main issue with the figure, I could forgive all the kibble and all of its issues if they gave us like the bendable whips.
I think that. Yeah, I agree. I think that would have been better.
Like I don't care how kibbly it would be, just as long as it had bendable whips, that would have been really cool. But because they just stick out like a sore thumb, which they literally look like he has a sore thumb when he has them on.
That's funny.
Anyway,
But we're not here to talk about the SS Jolt figure. Come on, we're not here to talk about that figure. I still love it, you know. I still love the figure. It's way more screen accurate. So, I mean, If TFN doesn't see that, I think he's just out of his mind.
Did anyone see my most recent Instagram post today?
Oh no!
I
I
don't know if I saw it. Hold up.
No, I don't think I saw. I don't think I saw it.
Express
No.
too.
I got Kingdom Slammer this morning.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw that.
I got
Lucky.
the G2 Sandstorm,
Mm.
and then I also got the Golden Disc Collection Chapter 1 with the Road Ranger and the
Thank you.
Road Ranger and
Thank you.
Puffer.
Thank you, DFS. Thank you.
Dang.
Throat is dope. Yes, thank you. Sheesh.
And yeah, that Golden Disc Collection, when I originally ordered it, said it wasn't supposed to show up till like March 3rd. And then it just randomly went, hey, you want this to ship? And I was like, okay. And I already have an issue with Slammer.
No, not yet, Antonio. He'll probably join in a bit. So
But it's I'm pretty sure the issue with Slammer is just my copy. He's
you have Slammer already.
he's kind of loose in some.
Yes. You can flex on JJ.
Oh, also the main reason I wanted to come in is because I wanted to ask a very important question.
Okay.
You have
'Cause I wanted to get everyone's opinion. Does anyone care if I still wear the helmet and just keep doing that until I hit 1,000 subscribers, or should I just drop the
I
helmet
think-
and just?
I think now it's literally getting old.
I think you should wear the helmet on your channel, but when we're in JJ Prime's channel, just take it off.
Because I'm kind of thinking just dropping it in general. Because honestly,
Gotcha.
I just think showing my face would just make it a lot easier for everything.
To be honest, since your channel got taken down and all that, it's gonna be hard to get everything back. So honestly, I would just say just take the helmet off. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about
that'll
that.
be easier.
Yeah, do a face reveal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
he left.
Well, and he
Oh.
left.
Oh no! I think his connection broke off. Oh, oops.
That sucks.
There we go. He's back.
There we go.
Oh dear Lord. Oh dear.
For some reason, I was trying to connect my camera, but it won't connect it.
Gotcha.
Even though it's an integrated camera that's inside the computer,
What the heck?
My camera's inside the
I
computer.
don't
as
get.
well.
It's been doing it for the past couple of weeks. It's really annoying.
Wow. I can see Antonio in the backstage. He's just renaming himself as unknown.
And he left again.
Yeah, I can see you, Antonio. I can see you, Antonio. I can see you. JJ is wearing Chris Evans. Yes, I know. I am wearing Chris Evans. Yep, I know.
Where did you get that shirt anyway?
I don't know where I got it, but I don't know where I got it. But it's a nice shirt. Nice
Yeah,
Chris
I like
Evans
it.
shirt. It's a nice Chris Evans shirt. Okay, what happened now?
I was trying to connect the camera. Every time I try to connect the camera, it kicks me off. I don't know why it does that, but it does.
TFN.
That
Bye.
for today, and then the Golden Disc Collection 2-pack with the.
They have a 2-pack for the Golden Disc too. I'm gonna search that up really quick.
You might win Alfonso's heart, JJ.
Honestly, I think really put on that shirt just for JJ, just for Alfonso alone.
Yeah, I think I did it just before. Someone say Chris Evans. What's happening?
Yeah.
You might want to join.
There's too many people named Chris inside the MCU.
Chris
Evans, Chris Hemsworth,
okay,
Chris
this
Chris
Pratt.
Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, Chris the editor.
We know Chris Pines exist.
Chris Ryan. No, I'm just playing. There's no Chris Ryan.
How long have you had that shirt, JJ? I don't know. I've had this shirt for a pretty long time. I don't know, but
I'm actually being completely serious. There are 3 guys that edit some of the Marvel movies, and they're all named Chris.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
Mm.
Like just hire people who name Chris?
It's easy to remember.
I know. That's probably why. That's smart.
But then you got people where it's like completely out there, like Benedict Cumberbatch. Like, you're never gonna have another Benedict in the same film.
Mm.
Or Stanley.
Mm. Yeah, Chris Evans is an actor. Of course, he's an actor.
What? Who's that?
He's the actor for Captain America / voice actor, because technically he did voice Captain America in the What If.
He's going
Yeah.
to voice Buzz Lightyear, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that.
I saw the
I'm
trailer for
actually
that.
really
It looks good.
interested to see Lightyear, only
Mhm.
for one big reason. Please don't mess up Zurg.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh
Zurg
yeah.
is my
That has to be a
favorite
must.
Pixar villain, even though he barely shows up in any movies.
I'm-
I love Zurg.
I'm not sure if
Love him
Zurg will
too.
be in the movie though, because this is gonna be an origin story of how.
There's this one quick shot inside the film where it shows like Buzz walking up to a spaceship, and it shows a bunch of robot drones across the sides of the walkway, and they look almost identical to the drones that a Buzz fights that Zurg
Hmm.
has.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm, mhm.
Just more like humanoid looking.
So we meet
again, Buzz Lightyear, for the last time.
Yeah, I hope we see that in the movie. Yeah, we hear that. Yeah.
So, would anyone like to know what what I decided to have my first ever review be for the new channel?
Yeah. What is it? Kingdom Slammer. I hope.
Tell us.
The Bumblebee movie masterpiece, Optimus Prime.
Good choice.
Oh,
Nice
okay.
figure. I like it.
Choice. That's a pretty cool figure. If you upgrade it with the DNA design kit, it will look way better. So,
What does the DNA design kit do?
give you new arms and I think give you new thighs as well.
Doesn't it fix the bat ears on the truck mode as well?
Yeah, it does. It does fix the cat ears. So.
Yeah, I mentioned about the cat ears inside the review.
Mhm.
But yeah, my issue with Slammer, and this probably is limited just to my copy, but he's kind of loose in some bits to the point where it kind of makes him almost fall apart.
Ooh.
Toy Story 4 won't be the last time we hear Tim Allen's Buzz Lightyear. That is so true because they are planning to make a Toy Story 5. So yeah.
They are?
Yeah, they
no,
are.
No,
They're-
I don't
they're
think we need
planning.
that. No.
Bro, listen, I love
They seriously need to drop it.
they honestly need to stop it. Like, I love the Toy Story franchise, but it should have ended on 3. Honestly.
You guys know that old meme where it shows the guy lifting up the clock and he's like, "It's time to stop."
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I mean, Toy Story 4 was actually pretty good. You know, it was
Yeah,
a nice
it's
little
actually
add-on.
Good, but there's no point in making a Toy Story 5. Like, there's no point in making a 5th
Toy
one.
Story 4 was more like a Woody story.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it though. I still enjoyed Toy Story. 4.
Yeah, it
I
was
enjoyed half of
really
it.
emotional at the ending, though. It made me quite sad that Woody was going to leave the team. So
But come on, Duke
The Roundup Gang.
Duke Kaboom, best character.
Oh, Keanu Reeves. Let's go.
yeah, but the Lightyear movie, I'm definitely excited for that because now we know that Lightyear was a human before he became Buzz Lightyear.
Mhm.
Yes,
A human before a toy?
Yes, the actual toy is based on this particular person that's showing up in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
which I can also guess that they might exaggerate a few things. So like for example, the wings on his back is probably a really exaggerated detail that's for for marketing stuff on the toy, where the wings on the actual suit might be a little smaller, or like they might look a little different.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
I'm curious to know how it's going from quote unquote live action and then translating into toy form, because you know how that happens in real life, where the action figures to the person sometimes vary from, and sometimes they'll exaggerate certain things just for the sake of a gimmick. So like I'm wondering if they're going to try to pull off that same thing where it's like, oh, the whole talking feature is actually like is actually his comm link for the when he's talking to Star Command, or I don't know.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely excited for the Lightyear. But anyway, let's get back to topic with the War Cybertron trilogy.
I know. how do we
Remembering
Transformers. Toy
Remembering the
Story
one with
I will.
Cybertron.
All right, I will say the best one out of the three was Siege. Siege was the best one out of the three, in my opinion.
For me, it was Kingdom because it gave me Beast War stuff. So
I was about to say the same thing.
yeah, because
I've seen
I never
some
had Beast War
clips.
stuff in the past, except for 3. Yeah, Kingdom. Oh my gosh, Kingdom was fun. I mean, definitely fun. They have fun figures. There were definitely hits and misses, and some controversial things like with Rhinox.
What was the controversial thing with Rhinox? I never heard that.
I don't know. I don't know. Because people have been hating on the Kingdom Rhinox figure, and I don't even understand why they hate on it. I mean, because it's a good figure. I mean, this Rhinox, to
The
me
only
anyway.
thing that I could really complain about, but it's really a minor critique, is he doesn't have the Maximo logos on his forehead.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, just get the repo labels and you're done. So
I know, like that's an issue that can be fixed, not something that's that can't be fixed.
it's fixable. It's fixable.
Exactly.
I mean, yes, I can see the gaps in the back, but again, it's the back. Who cares about the back? Come on, sheesh.
For which
Back lives
figure?
matter. Jobby the Han.
I will say Kingdom is second place for me though, but Earthrise is last place. Honestly, no, like the Earthrise figures are cool, but like
The reason
so
why
many-
Earthrise sucked for everybody is because of the distribution of the figures.
and the quality as well, because they had so many QC issues.
The only
was
figure I
pretty
feel like
lucky to
the only
get.
figure I feel like had the worst QC issues was that RC.
I'm curious. How
I
is
can see a
Antonio
form of
using?
RP.
I'm curious. How is Antonio using both the private chat and the YouTube chat? How?
Go ahead.
Antonio
His
is using
YouTube
both.
link open in case he gets kicked out of the StreamYard for some reason.
Yeah,
He probably has both the StreamYard app opened as well as the YouTube thing. He's just texting left and right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe one on his
probably.
phone and one on the
Yeah.
computer.
Oh, and JJ,
Probably.
Turbo said he fixed the problem, so he asked if you could let him in because he fixed it.
Yeah. I mean, Earthrise as a toy line.
Wow.
So I could actually find everything very easily, except for Runabout. Runabout, I kind of failed in getting Runabout because I couldn't find him anywhere.
The black and red one?
Yeah, I couldn't find the repaint of this guy.
I couldn't find any of them.
I wasn't even looking for him, and I just found him by accident at Target. Like I
Wow.
wasn't even trying to look, and I just found him out of nowhere, and there was 2 of them left.
Wow,
I think
you're
we're
lucky.
lucky.
You're lucky.
You're not looking for a figure.
I bought one, and then my friend bought the other one.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
But yeah, I have both
Yeah,
Runabout.
Yeah, I mean, Earthrise Thrust, even though he's a Target exclusive, I could easily find him in my country, but not Runabout. I was like, what the heck is going on?
I know, and
What?
I can never find Thrust at all.
Like, what? I mean, come on, man. If you're going to sell Thrust in Malaysia, of course you're going to sell Runabout, but no, you don't want to sell Runabout in Malaysia? Fine. You want to sell Runabout in 10 years? Sure, I can wait for 10 years.
No,
But-
I couldn't.
But that would suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
Because Runabout needs his brother ASAP, okay? Runabout needs his brother. Sheesh.
Target
Anyway.
has broken up the brothers, and it's not good. It's not cool.
Though
Though not for me though. just a little flex there.
Oh, I have a question for y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
When there's like one figure left and you know you've been wanting it for so long, do you end up buying it and feel the satisfaction of, haha, I got the last figure that I've wanted for so long, or do you leave it for someone else?
Feel the satisfaction. Take it. Take the figure. Take it.
Yeah, no,
It
duh, of course. I would take it
Depends
because
on budget.
I remember when 2 years ago, back when Siege was still running, I think I was in Singapore when this happened. The shop that was selling this figure showed me a picture, and they asked me like, do you still want this figure? Because it might be the last one you need. So I looked at the picture and I saw it was the last Night Leader class Dragonstorm,
Oh.
and they showed me a picture and they were selling it. It was in stock, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take this.
And,
So,
and was it for $50?
well, it was definitely in retail price. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm.
and because it's the leader class, so
Yeah.
and the moment I bought it, I felt the satisfaction. Oh my gosh!
Have you
Oh,
guys, just adding on to that question, have any of you guys ever found like all the figures you were looking for in one place, but you could only get a limited amount of them?
Yes, I have it
Yes.
recently. Yes.
There was one time I saw the entire wave 1 of Siege, where I could only get Megatron at that time.
Dang.
I mean, I still got Shockwave in them eventually, but I still need certain figures like Optimus and Sideswipe.
I would have gotten Shockwave.
for me, when I went
I have
to
Shockwave. Have them.
for me when I like in December 2018 when Siege first started showing up in stores, I was like looking at figures, hunting down some Christmas presents. Then I saw the Siege Deluxes and the Siege Voyagers, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab the Voyagers and the Deluxes. And I'm
For
like,
me,
wow, I got
it
like
was-
6 figures in one go. So
Yeah.
It was
I was
sometime last year. I found Studio Series Rampage, Studio Series Blitzwing, Studio Series Cliffjumper, and Top Spin all in the same spot.
wow.
And I only bought Overload and Blitzwing, and I had to leave Top Spin and Cliffjumper because Blitzwing I was looking forward to for way too long, and Overload was the last figure I needed left to complete Devastator.
Understandable.
And I still need Top Spin and
I
Cliffjumper.
get that.
Yeah.
Get that.
For me, like all the B3 packs, I found them recently, and I got the Stinger one.
Yeah.
That was a good find. I'm pretty sure Alfonso can relate to this question.
I got a
No
lot.
doubt, he can relate to this.
Guys, look at the private chat. Look at Antonio. Look at
Yeah,
what he's
I
saying.
know.
Look at what he's saying. He's diagnosed with waiting cancer.
Luckily
Wow.
though, I did get some of the Siege figures still though, but I still
So-
need Siege Optimus.
Oh, also,
What was everyone's favorite figure from each line? So Siege, Earthrise, Kingdom.
Oh, for me, for Siege, my favorite figure for Siege was Shockwave.
Well, no, not favorite figure. Your first one that you got.
Oh, the first one. All right, for the first
for
one I got.
Cybertron? I got my first Earthrise. For Cybertron
Okay,
figure
one by
was
one, one by
Optimus
one,
Prime,
one by
that's
one,
it.
guys. One by one, guys.
I'll
Alright,
just start
first-
just to kind of
one by
see
one,
what I'm.
one by one, one by one, guys. Start with Prince first.
All right, so the first figure I got for Siege was Megatron. The first figure I got for Earthrise was Wheeljack and Hoist, and the first figure I got in Kingdom was Cyclonus.
Very
Hmm.
nice.
Very nice. Togi guy, how about you?
I never got the chance to buy the War for Cybertron figures because I never saw them in stores. The only one I saw was Shockwave, and I didn't get them because at that time I didn't have money. But I did buy a figure for Earthrise, War for Cybertron, and that was Optimus Prime. And Kingdom, I don't have anything for Kingdom.
Sad.
I was very tempted to get RC though, because I missed out.
But the Optimus Prime was a good pick.
Yes, that was a very
Yeah.
good pick.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
for me, for Siege, first figure I got when I went to Target and I found Cog, Skytread, and Hound and Sideswipe all together, but I could only pick one of the deluxes, and I decided to get Cog, and then later I got Skytread, and then for Earthrise, my first figure was Grapple, and I still love that figure to death. And then for Kingdom, my first figure for Kingdom was the core class Optimus Prime because I got it like an entire month early, an entire month early before the line was even supposed to be out. Because for some reason, like last year during Christmas time, there was like some last minute listing of them going up on Amazon like a few weeks before Christmas. And a few people ordered one, and my girlfriend, or the person who used to be my girlfriend, bought me one, and she gave it to me as an early Christmas gift.
Sorry to hear
Okay.
that, Prime Bricks.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's fine. We're still mutual friends.
That's good.
But yeah, she gave me the core class Optimus Prime. That was my first of the Kingdom figures.
Well,
Wait, what happened, Prime Bricks?
Me and Savannah Smiles, we're not dating anymore.
Oh,
It happened like a week or two before my channel got taken down.
dang.
Oh, sorry,
Losing two things, that sucks.
but guys, I gotta go. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll still be in the private. I'll still be in the chat though. The
When you
YouTube
gotta
chat.
go,
Okay,
you gotta
Prince.
go.
See ya, Prince
All right,
Productions.
see you, Prince. See you later, Prince.
See you,
All I want.
Prince. Till
All right,
all I want.
All right, to all I
All
want.
I want.
Oh, JJ, have you had any girlfriends?
No, not yet. Anyway.
No.
Not counting us.
Anyway, for me, okay, from Siege, the first figure I wouldn't say one because I actually bought 6 altogether at once.
Wow.
What was the first one of the 6 that you kind of put through the price, or like that you put through the price scanner?
I don't remember because it was like a long time ago. It was like 3 years ago, during December 2018. I don't know. I mean, I guess I think pretty much I put the Voyagers and the Deluxes together at once. So, yeah, those are the first Siege figures I got, and they're all amazing. They're all excellent.
And then
Hound.
Earthrise.
And for Earthrise, though, I am not entirely sure on which Earthrise figures I got first because, again, I got all 4 Deluxes at the same time, and the Voyagers. I think I got both Voyagers and Deluxes at the same time. I think I can't remember. Maybe it was
Grapple,
Earthrise.
Starscream, Wheeljack, Hoist, Ironworks, and Cliffjumper.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Earthrise was really lacking for Decepticons.
Mhm.
I feel like they
look
were
at Wave 1. You look at Wave 1, okay?
one
You have like
Decepticon
the Micromaster Decepticons, and then Starscream. That's it.
and then technically the reissued Astro Train.
Yeah, technically, but that doesn't count.
Because that's Siege.
But yeah,
Just
for
in
Kingdom,
box.
for Kingdom, my first figures were the
Wasn't it like Black Arachnia?
no. That wasn't my first figure. My first Kingdom figures were the Core Class.
Oh yeah, I remember because I joined on one of your live streams and you were showing them off, and I was mentioning how I got my Optimus like
Yeah,
a week before yours, but I didn't review it yet.
Yeah. But the Core Class figures really caught my attention because about like how much detail it has and the articulation it has.
And
That's
how
really
satisfying it feels not to spend over $50 on Transformers.
Even though the forecast would be like 5.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, what was y'all's
Alfonso,
first?
if you'd like to join in the chat, the chit-chatting, join in the stream. Here's the link again.
Alfonso.
JJ's really pushing you, Alfonso. You better do it or he's not going to stop asking.
Oh, what was y'all's first?
The
Netflix
American shirt,
figure?
the Captain America Chris Evans shirt I'm wearing just specifically for you, Alfonso.
Oh,
You know.
here's a good question. What's the number one figure out of all the War for Cybertron trilogy that you regret buying for the price you did?
Oi, oi, oi.
Well, I can't really answer that.
Of course, Talking Guy can't answer that because he doesn't have a lot of War for Cybertron trilogy figures.
I got 2 to be exact.
That's so sad. Anyway.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. I mean, I don't regret buying. I'll stay in chat for now, lol. I appreciate it. The keyword is for now. He'll join in a few minutes
I
later.
see you, Alfonso.
I see you, Alfonso.
So what I mean by regret your purchase, I mean like you kind of thought like, oh, I should have got that figure for cheaper, or you just regret getting them entirely because they're just not a good figure.
I don't really have that experience with any figures.
I mean, I have like so many War for Cybertron trilogy figures on my table right now. I honestly don't regret buying any of them because they're all really good.
There wasn't a particular figure that you felt like you should have got for cheaper or should have waited to kind of go on like sale.
Maybe for Netflix Soundwave because that figure was like so pricey when I
You
got
wouldn't
it.
have found it for a cheaper price.
I couldn't find it for a cheaper price. I wanted
you
to find a
wouldn't
cheaper
have.
price.
You only would
And-
have found that price or higher.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
Because for me, the War for Cybertron figure I regretted buying almost like a week after getting him was the Earthrise Starscream.
Oh,
Really?
Why
You
though?
regret that figure?
why?
I'm curious. Why?
It's a good figure though. It's a good figure.
I hate that figure with a passion. I would have much preferred to have bought it for like maybe 20 or less, but paying 30 was a bit much.
Well, the coronation's
Because it's an
different.
outdated mold, just blown up, a little bigger, and it looks.
But the engineering is better though. Engineering is better.
My problem, but it's the engineering's not better than the Siege Starscream. What I loved about the Siege Starscream was he had those transformation joints in his shoulders, giving him those butterfly joints, which was perfect for null ray poses, trying to get him to aim the null rays forward, but you can only pose him sideways with the Earthrise figure.
That is
My other
true.
problem is the Siege figure had a waist rotation, but this figure did not have a waist rotation,
Due to
and
transformation.
it was a downgrade because if the Earthrise one came out before the Siege one, it would have made more sense because it felt like it was an upgrade from the previous, but it was such a downgrade because I had such a high opinion of the Siege version. My other problem was that the Earthrise Starscream looks too like fat to be Starscream.
I honestly thought the same exact thing when I first saw him.
Like when you put him and Siege Starscream next to each other, Siege Starscream has more G1 proportions, where the Earthrise one looks like he kind of let go a little bit and just got off of his diet.
I don't really see it because to me, Earthrise Starscream is the more cartoon accurate one. So that's
He
the
just
more
looks
cartoon accurate
so-
details.
He looks
So,
fat.
I mean,
'Cause-
that's what the new masterpiece looks like. I mean,
The new masterpiece at least has a slightly smaller waist swivel, or like his waist is a little bit skinnier, where this guy is a little bit more chubbier, which they actually could have solved that problem because if you look at the figure, he actually has little gaps in the sides. They could have easily just cut those little bits off and just made his waist that much smaller.
I mean, I still love this mold. I mean, this is my favorite G1 Seeker mold because
The jet mode I like, but I actually do like that mold for the cone heads though. Because I just got the Sandstorm and that's the only cone head I own. But the reason why I like it better for the cone heads and it fits better for the cone heads is because the cone heads have always felt like the muscle of the Seekers, so they should be chunkier and bulkier.
I can see that.
But
Mhm.
I feel like with Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker, they're more skinny, kind of more, like they're more similar to Starscream, and Starscream's always been like skinnier, and I feel like the Siege version has a better robot mode for inside that regard, but the Earthrise figure has the better jet mode.
I mean, I don't really need butterfly joints for my Starscream. I don't really need it because I can still
like that
pose him
picture.
with the null ray shooting. Because there are ways to do that. The wings have articulation, unlike the wings
Siege
can actually
one-
bend.
The
The
Siege
wings
one
can
also
bend.
had articulation.
My only problem with the Siege one is just like, I mean, I like it, but at the same time, I don't know. The chest piece loves to pop off. Like, chest
That's a
piece is
very
not
it's a
solid.
very
at
minor
all.
critique when compared to the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Siege Starscream still looks good, but it's not the cartoon accurate Starscream I've been looking for. This was the cartoon accurate Starscream I've been looking for. So
Yeah, that Seed Starscream only saw on screen for like a couple of seconds, 1 minute at most.
and the Siege Starscream is only accurate to the one in the Siege cartoon. So this one pulls off the look like it's more accurate, and has more accurate details, and I don't even see the fatness in him. So he still looks like a G1 Starscream. He's fun to mess with.
He still looks like a G1 Starscream, but when you actually compare him with the animation model, he does look a little bit chubbier around his his waist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I will say the one thing that I really like.
It's not. I mean, is it better? It is better than the Power of Prime Starscream,
Way better.
That's for certain.
and has a fun transformation. Has good articulation. No, I don't care about a waist swivel because I don't really need a robot to rotate his waist all the time. I don't even need wrist swivels that much. I don't really need that much of wrist swivels.
I don't really care about the wrist rotation. I mean, they did give him the opening hands on the Studio Series one, but my main problem with that Studio Series one is, in my opinion, they should have just scrapped the Earthrise Starscream mold and the Siege Starscream mold in general and just gave us a brand new Starscream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because this mold is the
I don't,
Earthrise Starscream, not a Studio Series Starscream.
Yeah, but then the price would go up due to how much work is needed to put into that figure to make it new.
Yeah,
still
but
would have been
honestly,
a
though,
lot better.
honestly,
I say
don't
they should have
know.
left out the throne, and the money that would have gone into the throne, they should have put into the figure and just retooled this up, and then they could have given us that throne in an accessory pack, kind of like the Centurion drone. They could have put that throne in like some kind of accessory pack of some kind.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, this Starscream is still good enough to be a mainline G1 Starscream for you, for me anyway, because I have like all 6 G1 Seekers, and if Hasbro were to do a new mold, I really don't have to spend a lot of money to buy all 6 Seekers again. So this Earthrise Starscream is good enough, and
that was the main reason I skipped on getting the Skywarp and Thundercracker, because I just didn't like how chubby they looked, especially Thundercracker, because it made Thundercracker look even more so like chubby. Like Thundercracker didn't really sell the mold very well.
I don't see it. I don't see the chubby look.
Well, in the main reason you don't see it at first until you actually put him next to the Siege Starscream, or when you put him next to an image of Starscream from the cartoon. You can start to see the differences.
Wait a second.
But honestly, I think one little gripe I have about the Coronation Starscream I wish it would have put in a little bit more articulation, because I feel like I'm not really getting the price of a leader.
Yeah,
really.
that's the other thing. My other opinion was, like, if you guys are going to reissue the Earthrise figure, could you at least improve the stuff that I hated about it, like butterfly joints or even a waist rotation, at least a waist rotation.
Yeah.
But no, he's just thrown in, and he even has less paint than the other figure. The only thing they did retool was his hands.
Yeah. But we can't really say the same thing about 86 Hot Rod, because that figure is absolutely amazing. Great posability.
Yes, I could even say it's probably one of the best figures that has come out this year.
Agree. And you're getting the price of a Voyager, basically. So it's
Well,
86
see,
Starscream.
he is
Okay.
a Voyager.
So I'm comparing the Earthrise Starscream to one of the G1 Starscream's animation models. I'm not complaining about it because there were some parts in the cartoon they made him very, very bulky.
True.
So I wouldn't complain about it. So yeah, there were some parts they made him very, very bulky, and the chest was really big. And if you look at the scenes of Coronation Starscream in the 1986 movie,
Literally lagging.
his chest was really freaking huge. His chest was.
But his waist looks a lot smaller.
Yes, but there were some parts in the cartoon that the waist was big.
But not in the coronation scenes.
No.
So in the coronation scenes, he was pretty slim.
But yeah, I don't see the issue with the Earthrise Starscream being too fat because honestly, there were some moments in the cartoon, in the G1 cartoon. I'm looking at an image right here, and the chest is so big, the waist is big.
It's not just the cartoon; it's also just Starscreams in general. And like whenever you see Starscream on like promotional images, he's always skinny and slim. Like that's just how my mental mind has always thought of Starscream. He's always the slim, like he's the like Megatron's always the big, bulky leader, and Starscream's the scrawny, skinny second in command.
And he has a voice as a skinny leader, so.
But anyway.
But yeah, I do not see the issue.
I do have another War for Cybertron question, and the tall geek can relate to this. What is the number one figure out of all three lines of the trilogy that you regret not getting, or that you haven't gotten yet?
Shockwave.
Shockwave. JJ, is there any figure that you don't have yet from the War for Cybertron trilogy?
He has all of them.
I have all of them. I don't have all of them per se. I still don't have Netflix Bumblebee, but I can see the future that Hasbro will eventually release that one again in either the SS86 toy line or the Buzzworthy Bumblebee toy line. It better be the Buzzworthy Bumblebee toy line because I got Origin Bumblebee in that Buzzworthy line. So,
does the Origin Bumblebee count as a War for Cybertron?
Well, yeah, it does. Definitely does.
Because the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line mostly focuses around the studio series.
Well, Origin Bumblebee counts as a War for Cybertron trilogy figure because you see here on the packaging, it does say War for Cybertron trilogy.
Okay.
I swear I'm lagging.
Do you have that little core class Bumblebee?
Line, it's actually coexisting in, so.
Because that little core class Bumblebee that came with the little Spike minifigure, that also said War for Cybertron trilogy on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the packaging did say War for Cybertron trilogy as well, so. Yeah.
I know one figure you don't have, JJ. The Ark.
I'm getting that for Christmas, okay? I'm getting that for Christmas.
You don't have Scorponok.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I don't have all the Titans, okay? I don't have the Titans. But
my friend, the one who bought the runabout I mentioned earlier, he's a crazy person.
What?
He owns all the Titans minus Metroplex and Black Zarak. He wants Black Zarak and he wants a Metroplex.
What the? He's not gonna get his wish because Legacy is gonna do a Cybertron Titan class Metroplex. So
yeah, but he wants a G1 Metroplex. So he's hoping that they're gonna make like a repaint of the figure in G1 colors. But he's probably gonna buy it anyway because, like before, I said he's a crazy person.
You know why I don't really care about the waist swivel that much? Because this guy has thigh swivels and I can pose him in any way I like, and I can move his head around and, do some cool action poses without a waist swivel. And the waist panel can actually move up to accommodate the leg movement. The waist swivel, I don't really care about the waist swivel. If a figure doesn't have a waist swivel, I'm actually okay with that because they're robots. Robots are made of metal, so I wouldn't worry about a waist swivel that much. I don't see robots rotating their waist a lot. So,
JJ, what is your favorite repaint out of all three lines?
Here's the thing, I don't usually
retooling also kind of counts.
Yeah, I don't usually collect repaints, but honestly though, I had to get all 6 Seekers because I'm a fan of the Coneheads and Earthrise, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. I'm a fan of the Earthrise Seeker mold in general.
So
Not
is
a
your
huge fan.
answer? So is your answer
Uh,
the Coneheads?
Um, Pretty much because they did a really good job on the Coneheads. I mean, Thrust, Dirge, and Ramjet, they did a good job in making their wings so different from each
Mhm.
other.
What about
And uh,
the Netflix? Like any
Net,
of the Netflix figures, because those are repainted.
Netflix figures. Honestly, though, if I had the original Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom figures, what's the point of getting the Netflix figures?
Well, I'm
Sounds like
specifically talking about the Alita one.
Yeah, Elite One. I actually like the Elite One. More than RC, honestly. Because unlike RC, Elite One actually has more paint in robot mode.
yeah.
But anyway, the
And
reason why I'm asking is because my favorite repaint is the Worlds Collide 4-pack Nemesis Primal.
oh,
Sounds
okay.
alright.
I love this figure. I have it in my hand right now. I love this figure because all the blue, the silver, and like a lot of that like blue and silver and red is all metallic paint.
You mean teal colored?
Well, yeah, the teal blue color. It's all metallic paint, and it really pops and shines on this figure. And that retooled head with the battle mask on him, just chef's kiss.
Nice. Now I will say, I actually do dig the Kingdom version of the Siege Sideswipe mold because they did a whole lot to this figure. I mean,
I don't
they did
have
a
that
lot of
mold
remolding.
yet.
I mean, they did a lot of remolding. I mean, I prefer Kingdom Red Alert over Siege Red Alert because honestly, I like the Earth car way better. And they did a lot of remolding on this figure and make it look like an Earth car more so than the Cybertronian car. It made it look like a Lamborghini. Of course, it's missing the spoiler, but I don't care. I'm not really a purist, so
Supposed to have a spoiler.
yeah, it's supposed to have a spoiler, but I don't mind it because
Ooh,
actually,
spoiler alert. Ba-da-ba-dum.
oh man, but
I capitalize on every opportunity to come up with a bad pun.
but yeah, what they did to the Siege mold to make it look like an Earth car mode, I think Hasbro did a really good job with it, and I mean, yeah, the transformation is exactly the same, but there are a lot of parts that are pretty much different in vehicle mode, and just have to looking to see it. Um, but yep.
To
And
me, the most underrated figure in the War for Cybertron trilogy has got to be Air Razor from Kingdom.
oh,
Mm.
hey, what's up, Gojira? Gojira's in there. In the chat.
Gojira.
Gojira in the chat. There we go. But yeah, Air Razor honestly is a great figure. I mean,
I love the wing posability so much.
yeah, it's a great toy. I mean, it's a fun toy. It's a really good representation of Beast Wars Air Razor, and I feel like that the Kingdom Air Razor is the best mainline Beast Wars Air Razor figure that we've ever gotten.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, she looks really good in both modes. They really did a good job in the bird mode. The bird mode looks like a bird, so yeah.
And
Um,
I don't know if you ever saw it, but I posted on Instagram my stop motion short I put with the review, the one that's now deleted off YouTube. But I had a lot of fun doing the stop motion on that figure because when I had it transform into the bird mode and I had the wings flapping, it looks so like organic. And I love that.
yeah, it definitely looks very dynamic.
Like very realistic and dynamic for the bird.
Yeah. And the transformation too. I mean, the transformation. There are a lot of steps, but honestly, the transformation is smooth. The process is smooth. Nothing gets in your way. Unlike some third-party figures. So
Yeah.
You know what I thought was funny when they were doing that Hasbro live stream, and they're like, "What was the most voted Kingdom figure?" And they're like, "Tigatron." Oh, so the one that barely anyone has. Nice.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And I was
I
like,
have to
"What?"
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, Kingdom Tigatron is a fantastic mainline Beast Wars Tigatron figure. I mean, the best one. Out of all the mainline Tigatrons we've ever gotten, like how many so far now? 2 only. The original one and the Kingdom Tigatron. Yeah, Kingdom Tigatron.
And the masterpiece.
Well, Masterpiece is not really part of the main line, so when I talk about,
but it's still the official Transformers, though.
yeah, it's still official, but as in main line, I'm talking about the Luxus, Voyagers, and Leaders, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of the main line, yeah, Kingdom Tigatron is the best mainline Beast Wars Tigatron we can ever get because the robot mode is fantastic. I recently watched the review on Patriot Prime Reviews, and he did a really great job with that. I automatically love the figure. It's really, really well done. The Tiger mode looks good. And yeah, very, very cool. Very, very, very well, very solid figure. Definitely way better than Cheetor, but I still love the Kingdom Cheetor mold. I still love it.
I
Yeah,
prefer the already Cheetor. The blue looks better on that.
I mean, sure, but I still like Kingdom Cheetor because it still looks like Beast Wars Cheetor to me. So.
Yeah.
I just really like that he has. I just really like. The only thing I wish that they gave Cheetor was his classic gun. Like
Yeah, I know.
Tigertron, but they didn't give it to Cheetor. I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I think people would like just get grossed about the gut gun.
But they gave it to Tigatron anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did give it to Tigatron, but honestly, though, I'm fine with Cheetor having a tail whip. I'm fine with that because
I just wish the tail whip wasn't on such a weird angle.
Yeah,
Because it's kind of hard to get it to look natural with the blade at least facing forward at least.
Shadow Panther is pretty good though. Shadow Panther is
Yeah.
pretty good.
I like Shadow Panther. The Ravage is really good too, for those who have it.
Honestly, the I have the Ravage right here. I was
have it
lucky to
behind
find
me.
it for a good price.
How much did you get him for?
I actually got it like below 200 Malaysian ringgit, which is
I'm trying to think.
which is about, I don't know, to be exact, it was like 189 Malaysian ringgit 90 cents. If you convert it to US dollars, it'd be like 45 US dollars.
Okay, then you basically got him for the price that they were charging for him on Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was lucky to find that cheap. So
Yeah, and I'm not mad about it because I mean you also get the G1 reissue of Ravage that has the printed on details.
on both sides. So
Exactly, and it's not peeling off stickers.
yes, thank goodness.
And it has diecast metal still, so it's like it's
Yeah.
pure G1 because diecast metal's not easy to produce nowadays.
Yeah, I like how the Hasbro Pulse Covert Agent Ravage figure transforms because like the transformation scheme is so clever. Like the arms fill in those gaps.
Yeah,
Um,
I really liked that little detail. I mean the the actual mode doesn't look very elegant, but it still had some
still
good
looks good.
engineering put in there.
It still looks good. Definitely a better beast mode than the Transpart Ravage.
That's very true.
So, yeah, because the Transpart Ravage, you know what you're supposed to do? You just lay him down in his face. That's it.
I also like how the pair of guns that they give him, you actually can holster them on his hips, and when you holster them
Yeah.
on his hips in the Panther mode, it's kind of a loose reference to the
It's
hip
kind of
guns.
reminiscent. Yeah, kind of
kind of reminiscent
reminiscent.
of the hip missiles.
Yeah. Yeah. And also for this Ravage, I really do like how they managed to put in some Cheetor parts, well, in of itself being a new mold at the same time. Um, but
I thought it was impressive they gave him an opening mouth.
oh yeah, they
Like
actually
it's
did
so
that.
small, but like so precisely painted and detailed. Like I was really
Yeah,
impressed with the mouth.
yeah. I was like, when I was reviewing the figure, I was like closely looking at the open and closed mouth gimmick, and I saw that the teeth were painted silver, and the tongue was painted red too. I was like, what the?
Like that's
Wow,
such
that's
really
super,
precise bits of paint.
super like very nice detail. The only thing I only gave him a 9.5 out of 10 because the joints here were a little bit loose. For the robot mode feet.
Minor nice. All my joints came out nice and tight.
Yeah. I only gave him a 9.5 out of 10 because of that. But overall, though, this Ravage, honestly, I think this is the best mainline Beast Wars Ravage we've ever gotten so far.
Even though it's like the only one that's ever been.
Yeah.
But
And
I do appreciate a lot of the detail and everything they put into him, especially with the price you're paying. So it's like you get that sense of satisfaction.
Yeah, he's a really cool figure. He has great articulation. At first, I thought he wouldn't have a waist swivel, but he does.
I know, like he doesn't look like he has a waist swivel, but like you then twist the waist and you're like,
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I am.
The one
speaking
thing
of
about
Beast Wars
Ravage, though, the one crazy thing about Ravage, though, you just have to swap out some parts because the front legs are misassembled.
the front legs are misassembled.
Yeah. Once you get them out of the box. I found out this news from Optimus Prime 84. I'm not sure if you heard of him.
Oh yeah, I heard of him.
He told me that every copy suffers from this because when you get them in hand, the front legs of the beast mode, they are swapped.
They if you rotate the paws, they don't bend all the way forward like they're supposed to on the T4 figure.
So you're supposed to take out the front legs of the beast mode and swap them around to make it look accurate, to make it look right. So because once you do that, then it's gonna look like how Cheetor's legs are put. So
I actually have a voice impression for the Beast Wars Ravage.
okay, let's hear it. Decepticons forever.
It's hard to do his yelling voice, but I can do the
You know what else
I
would
am
have been
Covert
nice?
Agent Ravage of the Predacon Alliance.
Wow, that's good. That's actually
Whoa,
pretty
that was
good.
good.
That was good, bro.
I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right, Mr. Target guy, you stay safe, man.
You too.
We'll all
To
are
of you.
one.
Oh, and stay tuned to my
Oh.
channel. I'm gonna be posting a stop motion on my phone. It's gonna be one of the longest ones I've posted on my phone. So
Cool.
hopefully.
What is everyone's thoughts on Legacy Prime RC?
Okay, I'm gonna answer this question really quick, and then I'm gonna go. She's flat.
I'm just gonna put this out there. I think Prime RC got cancer.
I mean, okay, not gonna lie. Okay, here's my thoughts on Legacy Prime RC. First impressions before I get the figure.
Okay,
I haven't seen any reviews because no one has gotten the figure yet. Thank goodness.
Oh, I got Mega Jack. I'm sorry.
RC, her bike mode. I do like her bike mode.
It is so
that
good.
is-
Her bike mode is.
You can't deny the bike mode, but come on, the robot
bike
mode is what
mode.
everyone's buying it for.
The robot mode, I kind of dig it. You know, the Legacy Prime RC, I kind of dig it. It definitely has all the details that Prime RC has. The wheel kibble on the sides of her legs, they do kind of bug me a tiny bit, but not too much. I I do know that it's gonna be a fun figure to mess with. She has good
Fun
articulation.
is one word, is one way to put it.
She does have good articulation. I can see that she has ankle tilts. Thank goodness. Thank you very much.
Hasbro
Because-
learned from the War for Cybertron trilogy that ankle pivot is now a required piece of articulation.
Yeah.
Honestly, Legacy RC looks like a children's toy. Like little kids would buy this at the store and like, cool mom, can I buy it? Then mom would be like, yeah, you can buy it. That's what it looks like. Like a Cyberverse toy.
I guess, but I'm gonna wait until I get the figure in hand. So
But come on, though, that drag strip and kickback
yes,
Yeah,
and
yes.
skids
and
and skids.
those all look
Those
pretty nice.
are
I-
chef's kiss figures.
I don't like the gaps that you could see in the
Yeah,
promo
thank you,
images for
Megatron.
skids, but it's not the Prime RC though.
No. Okay, I'm gonna go for real now. Peace out.
And the
All right, peace
bulkhead,
out,
I
Mike.
actually don't mind the bulkhead. At first, I was a little bit disgusted, but then the design grew on me.
Hmm. When I saw Legacy Bulkhead, I'm like, this definitely does not look like the Prime Bulkhead we saw in the show. But my theory was, you hear me out. My theory was that, okay, so these are the Prime characters, but they are variants. Think of it in a multiverse idea. Because
I was basically thinking of it similar in the same way, but it's like Transformers Prime, but if they existed in G1.
yeah, there could be
'Cause-
another. There could be another universe out there, like in the Transformers franchise. There is a Prime universe, the feel, the original Prime universe, and then there's another Prime universe where all the designs are G1ified.
So in the live stream when they were unveiling, their exact words was bringing together your favorite Transformers characters in a singular timeline. So like the way how I kind of pictured it in my head when they said that was like let's say Prime Bulkhead, just to give that perfect example. Beautiful figure.
would have been nice if he had a Decepticon symbol on his tattoo right here. So
Yeah, like have a Predacon and a Decepticon. That would have been nice.
yeah, that would have been nice.
Say Bulkhead from Prime, he's all big and chunky, but then he walks through the or gets pulled through the interdimensional portal, and when he comes out the other end, his body turns into that, or transforms into that, if you will.
Yeah.
Like like where they're bringing everyone together into a singular timeline where it doesn't feel so separated and split.
Yeah.
Because some people prefer one design over the other, and some people, because some people prefer Prime Megatron over G1 Megatron. Some people prefer this, like some people prefer different designs for different characters. So it's like Hasbro is taking those favorite versions of those character designs and bringing them into a singular timeline instead of making them feel so split among each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some people love Unicron Trilogy Hotshot, but people hate the one from Rescue Bots. So you basically just take the one from the Unicron Trilogy and just bring him into the G1 continuity and just kind of bring all those favorite characters together as one whole conscience.
The one thing about Legacy that kind of caught my attention was G2 Prime.
Yeah, the laser.
I was really interested. I'm definitely interested into this G2 Laser Prime because honestly, originally I never cared about G2, but this new Legacy Laser Prime caught my attention. I'm gonna buy it.
Especially since he's retooled after the Earthrise one, which is a masterpiece of a figure.
Yep, definitely way better than the previous Legacy previous Laser Prime figures we've gotten.
Exactly, which has been quite a while.
Yeah, way better than the Titans Return version.
Yeah, there was the Titans Return version, but that one's barely recognizable as Laser Prime except his shoulder pads.
Yeah, I mean, they did repaint it to be a Laser Prime in a set, so
Yeah, true though. They did make him look a little bit closer in that one Velocitron pack.
yeah. But
Was it the Velocitron?
I think so. Yeah.
I swear it was. And then what was another? Oh yeah. I wonder. I'm really curious to know what the new combining system is for Legacy with that drag.
Oh yes,
The
that
new
Menasor needs to look good.
Because that combination joint that they had through Combiner Wars and the Prime Wars trilogy, that really got old really fast. So like, but it was sturdy though, like it still held together. So I'm curious to know what they're gonna do this time on like how they're gonna have guys combine together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also curious, are they gonna make Menasor look like where it's just cars for arms, or are they actually going to make him look like arms? Like, I'm curious to know what the Menasor looks like. Or maybe they give you options. You can transform it to look like cars, or you can transform it to look like actual arms. Like,
Yeah.
it's intriguing. I'm curious to know how that's all going to work out with Menasor.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like this little Bumblebee. I like this one. I really like this guy. Core
Is
class
that-
Bumblebee.
Which one's that?
The core class Bumblebee I'm holding.
Oh, the one.
That's the one that I never was able to pick up.
It's a fun little toy, you know. It's a
I
fun toy. So,
I did manage to get the Origin Bumblebee, but I didn't get the chance to get that little core one because I saw it once and I thought, oh, I'll probably wait on it because it's kind of cheap, so I'll wait on it. But then, like literally a week later, he's gone.
Oh, Super J Productions. Yeah. You know what's really, really cool about the War for Cybertron Trilogy line? They give you like these weaponizers, modulators, and fossilizers, and really the playability really, really shows because you can come up with many, many different combinations, you know, with other figures.
They even made a fossilizer combiner.
Yeah, which is cool though. I like it. I really dig it.
I really want to see someone make that combiner, but with the repaints of the fossilizers.
That is
like,
if Wingfinger gets a Predacon version, but I don't think that would happen.
Because Paleotrex got that purple version, and then Ractonite got that.
Transmutate, remember?
Yeah, and then there was Transmutate as well. And then like
Tricranius.
Yeah, I have the I actually skipped out on Ractonite, but I did get the Tricranius figure. Which, in my opinion, they should have just called it Magmatron.
Isn't Magmatron a different guy?
No, but there is Volcanicus, but that's taken.
Ah, okay.
That's taken by the Dinobot combiner.
Yeah. And another thing about the War for Cybertron Trilogy lineup, when they did these weaponizers, they gave like robot modes to figures that never had robot modes at all. Like, for example, Brunt and Slammer and Ironworks and Airwave. They never had robot modes before, but now they do.
And then for Six Gun, they made him convert into Six Guns and a robot mode and a vehicle mode.
Yeah.
They actually gave Six
and
Gun
also
a
with
vehicle mode.
And again with the Quintesson Judge, they made him transform into like some sort of prison cell jail set, and I do like it because
it was kind of a stretch, but I like the cell, and you can actually stick a Micromaster in there.
Yeah, it's a fun figure. It's a fun Voyager class figure, and
in the '86 movie when the Quintessons are like, you are being held in contempt of this court.
Yeah,
that cage is where they're held in contempt.
Yeah, that's cool. They gave us an Alicon. Oh my gosh, the Alicon was so good.
I still say the Alicon is one of the most underrated figures of Earthrise.
Yeah, I mean the amount of detail he has.
I feel like a lot of people really skipped on him.
Yeah, I mean
because it's a Quintesson.
Yeah,
but I think that's cool. Like We never get Quintesson figures.
Yeah, and it's cool that we got a new Quintesson in the form of Slitherfang. So
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought Slitherfang was a Decepticon till I saw Slitherfang in the store in person, and I saw the Quintesson logo, and I was like, that's actually kind of cool.
yeah,
Because now I
Kinda-
have Slitherfang
kinda-
being wielded by the Alicon like a shield.
yeah. Actually, there are repo labels online. You can actually make Slitherfang into a Decepticon by Toy Hacks. You can watch Patriot Prime's review on that. So,
Nah, I'm just gonna keep him as a Quintesson.
eh.
I mean, the Quintessons already don't have enough forces anyway.
Yeah.
Because we barely have any Quintessons at all. Which, by the way, I still say they need to make 2 new Quintesson figures. One of that one Quintesson scientist.
Okay, that one they need to make it transform into some sort of alt mode.
Or some kind of lab. Maybe they could turn it into a lab, and the lab
Okay,
can connect,
yeah.
the lab
that'd be
can
cool.
connect with the Quintesson one. And then
Maybe it can happen for Legacy. I don't know. Maybe
and
Legacy
then
can do
there
it.
was also that I can't remember his exact name, but he's the guy who's like, I repeat, guilty or innocent. And he's the one that gets crushed by the door when Slug's like, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
Like I know they made that little one, like that little
Guy
figurine
from
of
the,
him in the.
from the Pit of Judgment.
I
Yeah.
want to see them make a full scaled version of him.
Yeah. I would. That would be cool.
Give him like bendy wire tentacles, like that'd be really cool.
Yeah. You know, and another cool thing about the Siege line, they gave us an IDW character, Impactor.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Rung.
Oh yeah, they did give us Rung as well. Rung is a nice little battle master. I like it. So
I do like
I really
Impactor, but I thought you were gonna say Rung because that's the IDW character that I really cared about.
yeah, Rung,
They
aka
Prime.
Rung, aka I'm not gonna say the name.
Everyone already knows it at this point because it showed up inside Transformers: The Basics.
Yeah, it's Primus. It's Primus. Yep. So I have
Everyone's
two
already
Primuses.
spoiled it.
Yeah, I have two
No one
Primuses.
said. No one is given the context to why, but
Yeah. That means Primus is an Autobot. Yeah.
well,
just changed his name,
Primus
that's
was
it.
an Autobot in the Unicron trilogy.
Well, yeah, true, because his Cyber Key showed an Autobot symbol, so duh.
and his box showed him as an Autobot.
Yeah, I mean, yes, we did get a slight Unicron trilogy presentation in Gen Selects and the Siege line, like Galaxy Upgrade Prime and Hotshot.
Which
Never got those.
I actually got the Hot Shot. I actually really like that figure. But the Hot Shot, the paint on him is so well done that he almost feels like a completely different figure from Hound. Like that head does a lot for him, and the paint scheme really makes him feel so much different.
Yeah.
He's probably He's probably my favorite Generation Selects figure so far.
Yeah. I may get the Galaxy Upgrade Prime.
I'm still considering getting the Galaxy Upgrade Prime too.
But the thing is, they don't put in the Cyber Planet key there, so which is
I
weird.
mostly just want to get him so that he can go along with my Hot Shot as like a War for Cybertron themed, like Unicron trilogy team.
Yeah. The Micro Masters were a lot of fun. I like the Micro Masters, even though the weapon modes sucked.
I never got I never got that one pack where it was like the little police car and like the fire truck. I never got that 2-pack, but they were then announced to be put with the HasLab Victory Saber, which I did back, so I'm gonna get them anyway.
Oh man, I want that Victory Saber.
He's
That Star Saber looks so good in the colors, and that Victory Leo.
I can't really tell, but I think he has the same hand design as Jetfire. I think.
I've looked at the pictures, and no, he doesn't.
If you look at his hand, it's kind of hard to see because they have a black background with the black hands. If you notice, there's a little pin in his little pin inside of the knuckles, but there's no individually articulated fingers. I think he has the same hand design as Jetfire, where you open up just the fingers and the little port will like slip into the palm. It's kind of hard to see, but like you can see that little silver pin just sitting inside of his knuckles.
Hold on. Wait a second. Wait. Let me look at this. Let me look at his thighs first. His thighs are. No, the thighs are different. Thighs are completely different.
Yeah, I also suspected this guy had retooled parts from Jetfire, but I can't find anything. But yeah, if you look at his hand, he has a pin inside of the knuckles. I think they're supposed to open and close like Jetfire's.
It's similar, but the molding is different.
Well, yeah, the molding's different. I'm saying like the engineering, like of the hand opening and closing in that way.
Yeah, it definitely has like similar engineering with hands. But all in all, though, Star Saber looks freaking good. I mean, they did a really good job with the main line.
I know. I'm really excited to get him.
Hey, Gilmore Studios.
I was still surprised that we got all of the tiers because it was like literally the last day of the campaign, and we got like 7,000 people out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and it was like what? But I mean, that base mode thing could be a little better, but at least the shield kind of covers up a lot of that stuff, and it looks a little more convincing.
I mean, the original toy had a base mode, and
and it makes sense. I'm just saying the shield helps improve it.
Yep.
And again, since I missed out on those Micromasters, I'm getting them anyway.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, Josh? All right, Josh the Star Reviews. You stay safe until all are one. Josh the Star
all are one.
But yeah, I definitely really want that Victory Saber set because it looks so good.
I like the color they picked for the blast effects. I hope they look like that exact shade of greenish color.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks really, really good.
Also, I can't tell, but does the gold on the Victory Saber's chest look like chrome? It's kind of hard to see in some of these images, but it looks like chrome.
Huh.
It's just he's on weird angles, so I can barely tell, but it looks like it is.
The Brain Master is like crazy painted.
I know. I just wish they maybe add a little drop of silver there in his face. I mean, I've seen them paint the headmasters' faces before, and those I've seen some of the headmasters get face paint, and they look really detailed.
Hello, Creation Matrix. Hello there. And hey, JJ, will you be planning on making a top 10 video of the figures? I haven't done a top 10 video in a long time, so I might do it. So,
see, the thing is, I want to make a top 10 thing, but that means I have to recap figures that I've reviewed on the Prime Bricks channel.
yeah.
So the problem is I still can make the list video, but that means when I say, "Oh, I reviewed this," I'm really saying what I, like it's hard, because people can't go and watch that video and look at my opinion of why I put it in that top 10 spot because you can't go and look at those videos anymore. But
yeah, I guess you might have to review the figures again.
I'm actually kind of planning on doing that, but like kind of gradually over time. So, like for example, what I'm not gonna do any more like small reviews, like where it's like little things here and there. I'm gonna do more grander scale reviews, if that makes sense. So, like for example,
grander scale, as in
what? Like for example, in just giving an example, instead of reviewing every single individual figure in a wave of deluxes, instead just review all 4 figures as a whole wave review. Like if that makes sense. So like instead of making videos where it's just one single figure individually, instead make a full
full wave kind of thing.
Yeah, or like for example, if I'm reviewing Wave 1, I would do it as both of the Voyagers, both of the leaders, and all 4 of the deluxes as 3 separate videos.
Ah.
But obviously with Legacy, they're changing that, where instead it's 1 leader, 1 Voyager, and 4 deluxes.
And no, because Legacy is doing 2 Voyagers.
They so far Bulkhead is only is only a single pact.
Yes, but Blaster is going to be in Wave 1 as well.
Is he being
They
repacked, or are they just
they
keeping him in the
confirmed that.
kingdom?
They confirmed Blaster will be in Legacy Wave 1 as well. So,
Okay, I already pre-ordered him for Kingdom, so
yeah. You know, it's weird that Blaster wasn't supposed to be on pre-order, but apparently he's on pre-order. So,
I know. I thought right as I saw your post where it's like, "Hey, he's on BBTS," I immediately went like and started typing in to BBTS, and that was also the same day I pre-ordered Slammer, and now he's here.
Wow. I definitely need to get Slammer and Pipes really soon. Hopefully, I have to get him this week, maybe. I don't know, but
So, like for example, now that I have Slammer, I now can review Slammer, Waspinator, Shadow Panther, and then when Pipes shows up, I can do a review on that wave.
are they
4.
in the same wave though? Because Slammer and Pipes are in the wave 5.
They're being sold in the same wave on BBTS. So like it'll say wave 4 by all 4 wave 4, and it shows all 4 of them together as Waspinator, Shadow Panther, and
I see.
I think the reason why they did that is because I think Waspinator and Shadow Panther are going to be repacked with Slammer and Pipes. Kind of like how they repacked Trax and some of the other characters in the waves with Waspinator and Shadow Panther.
But Blaster looks really freaking good. Oh my gosh.
I predicted like forever ago, like, just wait, they're gonna make a blaster, and then like cut to 2 years later, still no blaster, and then like right as I'm like, all right, guess there's gonna be one in Legacy, and then like 2 days later, they're like, hey, there's a Kingdom blaster. I was like, wait, what?
I mean,
but what
the
really
reason
caught me
why
off guard, he actually comes with eject.
Yeah, he does.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and Eject himself is a new mold, so
I know, and that mold could easily be repainted into Rewind.
Yep.
But I get the feeling that they might pack him with a chrome dome. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm just speculating.
I mean, Rewind and Chrome Dome were partners in the IDW comics, so if Legacy actually does a brand new Chrome Dome figure,
and it's like based on the IDW, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It would also be interesting if they gave him his brain surgeon fingers. If you know what I'm talking about.
The thing is with IDW is kind of hard because I heard that Hasbro is going to lose the license to IDW. So,
or you mean IDW is going to lose the Transformers license?
Yeah, because if that happens, we cannot get IDW characters anymore in the main line.
So, if IDW loses the Transformers brand, who would even make the comics?
I don't know. I guess Marvel has to go with the comics again.
Hey, but Hasbro still can make figures of Tarn, though.
I mean, they recently did a Super 7 Tarn.
I know, but Tarn has also appeared in mainline Transformers media, such as Cyberverse.
Yeah, you are definitely right. You're definitely
like there
right
are some IDW characters and Drift.
Drift too.
Like there are characters, and there's even characters. Even though Marvel doesn't publish, Transformers still use some old Marvel characters from the old Marvel comics, such as Rack and Ruin, or Wreck and Ruin, as they were in the comics.
Yeah, they were.
They were a Marvel made character, but they still used them in the Cyberverse cartoon. They just renamed them as Rack and Ruin.
Yeah. Legacy Leader class Tarn would be amazing. That would be cool.
If they
But,
make I have been waiting for them to make a Tarn. Like, please, Hasbro.
I really want a Tarn figure in my collection, like a transformable Tarn.
Because
Yeah,
the
there's
Super 7 one is
Mastermind
okay, but like it doesn't transform.
Yeah, the Mastermind creations exist, but it's too
It's
expensive.
very
for me.
expensive.
It's very expensive. For a figure that good, it's so expensive. And honestly, I would love to have all the DJD members, but in the main line. So,
That would be really awesome.
like,
And even have them combine.
oof.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the Iron Factory Tarn. Yeah. Totally forgot about that. I might find that somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere online.
Oh. So I heard that the commander class for Legacy is supposed to be Motormaster because Motormaster is supposed to come with his trailer that adds on to the combination of Venusaur.
And it makes sense because the trailer is huge. So
and they said he's supposed to be like a leader class figure that comes with a trailer, so it's basically the Rodimus.
Yeah,
because Optimus was a leader class sized figure with a trailer. But one thing that Motormaster will have over Rodimus is that Motormaster can combine.
Turbo Shot, I think I'll probably add you in the next stream. Yeah, probably add you in the next stream. Actually, no, because next week I'm not around anymore. Okay, so
what are you doing
guys,
this week?
If you are subscribed to my channel, I'm gonna share some news to you. Next weekend, this weekend, this Saturday, I'm gonna have a family trip to somewhere with some of my family members.
Do you not know where you're going, or is it just kind of a disclosed location?
I do know, but you probably don't know what the place is. Yeah, it's called Langit Rimba. You don't. I've been there before. It's a fun place to be at. Yeah, I'm gonna be having a family trip to that place, and I won't be doing any videos between 11th of December and 13th of December. So
another thing you could do, JJ, if you have the service or whatever to do when you're out there, but you could also pre-make videos before you go on the trip and then just post them while you're on the trip. That was something I did. Like 2 years ago, we were leaving on some Disneyland trip, and I was like, "Oh, I need to get some videos out," and I pre-recorded some videos, and they were all edited and everything was ready, and I just posted them, while I was on the trip instead of having to post them and record them and post them during that week.
Yeah. All right, Dan 23F to all around, man. You stay safe. But yeah. All in all, though, the Cybertron Trilogy lineup, they've been making great figures. I still love my Earthrise Starscream. I still love that Earthrise Starscream figure. I still love it. The amount of detail, the articulation it has, the font transformation. I don't care if it's an upscaled mold of the classics. It's way better than the classics figure. It's bigger as well, and because I never had the classics mold. I mean, I only have the classics Dirge mold, but I never had any of the classic Seekers. And Earthrise Starscream was my first time handling an engineering that's similar to the classics engineering. So I'm not complaining because it's the first time I've ever held a figure that held a Starscream figure that's kind of reminiscent to that classics mold. And they made a few tweaks to the mold, and I do quite like it because it's the same thing they did with the Studio Series Starscream. But they just upscaled the deluxe and make it better. So I still love the Earthrise Starscream mold. It's my favorite Seeker mold because it's an Earth jet more so than the Cybertronian jet. I prefer Earth vehicles. So
I do prefer the jet mode.
Yeah,
especially on the cone heads. The cone heads really improved the jets a whole lot.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but all in all, though, this Cybertron Trilogy lineup, Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom. All the figures have been fun to mess with, and they were pretty easy to find for me. So, except for Runabout and Ratchet, I kind of gave up on them. Runabout and
I
Ratchet.
actually was the first person to ever find Ratchet and actually like record a video about it.
Wow.
I found him at a Walgreens in like Las Vegas. I was on a road trip in Vegas, and I was like, "Hey, look, there's a Walgreens." And I went in, just like, and I was just like, "I wonder if they have one." And I found him, and it was like my most popular watched review for like a long time.
Mm.
And then like a few weeks later, more videos started showing up of Ratchet. But like, if you looked up Siege Ratchet, it was only my video and Prime versus Prime's review that were even up with Ratchet.
He's a new guy, John Gattianui. I don't even know. I'm sorry if I'm John Gattianui.
Nawi?
Nui? I don't know. I'll
Ennui?
just call you John. Yeah. So much
Gattianui?
better than the Prime Wars trilogy. Yes, I agree. It's better than the Prime Wars trilogy line. Oh my gosh. Combiner Wars
Is
suck.
there a figure from the Prime Wars trilogy that you still think is like a good figure compared to the War for Cybertron?
I still love the Combiner Wars Devastator. Like, I still love the set. Even though each figure is not great, it's not
The
super
combined
cartoon
mode,
accurate,
though.
but the whole combined mode, though, it still looks beautiful.
I actually have Devastator standing with the rest of my.
Oh, you're some TF collector on Instagram. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, hey man. So John, what's up,
Some
John?
TF, some TF collector you are.
Nothing has held
That
up
was
from what
kind
I
of a
have.
bad
In
joke.
terms of the Prime War stuff, that kind of sucks. But anyway, but yeah, the War for Cybertron trilogy figures, they're way better than the Prime Wars trilogy figures. At least I know your name, John. Yeah, at least I know your name. But
We don't know your actual name, JJ.
of course you do. I've revealed it so many times.
Well, I've
You know it.
clearly not
You
been
know it.
around.
You know it on Instagram. So
Well, true. But I could still call you JJ because it's catchy.
yeah, it is. I mean, JJ as in my real name, like Jarrett Joseph. Yeah.
What actually is nice about just having the name Briximus Prime is my nickname. For Prime Bricks, people just called me Bricks. So having Briximus Prime in the name, the Bricks is still there, so people can still nickname me Bricks.
Yeah. The Combiner War Seeker mold, as in the Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker, it's okay.
The Starscream only looks good when you get that crown on his head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Combiner Wars ones are based on the IDW design.
Yeah, they're basically remolded from the Generations Leader class Jetfire that I have.
I do have to admit, another figure that I still want from the Power of the Prime, from the that Prime Wars trilogy, I still want that leader class Megatron from Combiner Wars, specifically the Armada repaint.
Yeah, I never got that mold, unfortunately, because now I have the the Earthrise and Siege Megatron.
Exactly.
I prefer Earthrise Megatron because it's more indicative of what we saw in the G1 cartoon in terms of the robot mode design.
I can't argue with that. I just don't like his sword thingy.
Yeah, that was not a successful weapon. But it does help make the tank look better.
Yes, that's the only reason it's there for.
Yeah,
they tried to make it.
They tried to make it a blade or some kind. I mean, the molding is nice, but apparently,
in my opinion, I say they should have retooled it so it could be like a shoulder cannon, or you could convert it into that little cannon that Megatron has on his shoulder in the G1 show.
I think you can do that. The G2 Megatron version of the figure. I think you can do that.
Yeah,
as well.
I know the G2 version can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely do that on the G2 version.
One
I'm
figure,
thinking of getting the G2 Megatron because I'm getting the G2 Laser Prime, so why not get a
which
G2 Megatron?
G2 Megatron? The one from Siege or the one from Earthrise?
Uh,
'Cause there's two different G2 Megatron repaint figures.
are you sure? Are you certain the Combat Megatron is a G2 Megatron?
It's an unreleased It's based on an unreleased prototype of a G2 Megatron figure.
Huh. Okay.
I can't remember what it's
definitely-
called. It was meant to be like a winter camo figure, but it never got released. But they took the Siege Megatron and repainted it to look like that unreleased prototype.
The head
The
sculpt.
actual
Okay.
the actual
head
G2
sculpt,
Megatron is the
the
one
head
that
sculpt
we.
for Earthrise Megatron. I don't see how people say it's a bad head sculpt because the head sculpt is actually more cartoon accurate.
That one's more cartoon accurate, where the Siege one is cartoon
more-
accurate, but it's kind of got its own spin.
Yeah, it has its own size
Personality.
helmet. So
I guess you
um,
could say it's Netflix series accurate.
yeah, Netflix series accurate, exactly. I do prefer Earthrise Megatron head sculpt because it's more classic. You know, it's a classic look for Megatron. I don't think it's a weird head sculpt. It's definitely accurate to the one in the cartoon. So but the way the helmet is made, it's cartoon accurate. So that's exactly the way the helmet was made in the cartoon. So, and again, the cartoon was not consistent all the time. So sometimes you can see the helmet very squished. So
I have to admit, one thing that I did not like about, was it animated that did it? I can't remember, but yeah, I think it was animated, where they made, if it looks like you're wearing a helmet in Transformers, it is a helmet. Like, I didn't really like that idea.
Hector's face was black. I mean,
Yeah,
I like the
it
face.
was- it was-
The face of Earthrise Megatron. It looks fine. I don't see any issues with it. Maybe John, your copy got messed up with the face. Because mine.
But then again,
okay,
the prototype images didn't really sell the figure very well, because they always put him on weird angles.
yeah.
You know what figure really had bad promotional pics?
What?
That crossover Ultimate Expanse. Oh boy.
Oh dear Lord.
Have you ever seen that?
Oh,
Have
my
you
God.
seen that one glory kill from the Doom game where like he smashes the zombie's head in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. He looks like he got his head smashed in.
I keep telling you, the promo shots are always bad.
Another promo shot that also was really irritating to me, that Netflix that one Netflix mystery box for the Nemesis Prime, the vehicle mode was mistransformed. That little area that flaps over the crotch piece in the transformation was still flipped upward, so there was a huge gap where the bumper is supposed to be on the truck mode. And it made the windshield pieces that become the chest kind of cracked open a little bit. So like you could see that whoever took that picture did not transform it right. And then there was the Kingdom Ultra Magnus. His crotch piece was inverted.
Oh yeah, that they didn't even rotate the crotch piece around. So
Yeah. So it looked like he didn't have any pants on
yeah.
because it was just white.
I'm looking at my Earthrise Megatron head sculpt. I don't see anything wrong with the face. I don't see anything wrong with it.
You know what I'm considering? You know what I'm considering buying? I saw the Kingdom T-Rex figure is on Target for like $30 instead of 50.
Wow. That's a good price.
And I actually am considering.
You know what you can do with the extra weapon? You can just store it on the back. That's that.
Yeah,
It's.
doesn't change the fact that the
Well,
blade
I'll
kind of
just
looks ugly.
you know what? I'll just put it on his forearm just because because that's how I display it. It's on his forearm. It's an arm blade, But yeah, definitely. The weapon is definitely weak, but the fusion cannon is definitely the hot part of the figure. So yeah. To each their own, I guess. JJ. Yeah, I mean, my copy, the head sculpt is fine. Like it doesn't look weird. Like it's natural. So yeah, my Megatron's face sculpt is natural. The red eyes are fine. The way the eyebrows are shaped, they're fine. I mean, I keep getting the good copies. I don't know why. So I'm pretty lucky that way. I don't know, but I still love this figure. I still love this one.
Yeah,
So.
the Siege figure. I do have to admit, I do like the Netflix repaints that little bit more with the shiny paint, but that's just because I have an addiction to metallic paint on figures. Like, to give an example, the Studio Series Soundwave with the KSI boss.
Yeah.
Like that kind of silver paint. Or like that one repaint of the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, where it's like the battle damaged one with all the silver paint on it. Like that one.
What do you think about the I can see your comments, Valentino. Don't worry, I can see your comments. I can definitely see your comments. It's just that I've been talking a lot. I can't even read the comments. So, okay. So, what do you think about the recent premium finish Megatron? Because that thing, the paint.
Honestly, I'd rather just buy the mainline Megatron.
Yeah, the premium finish. I look at the robot mode. Ew, the paintwork is disgusting.
The paintwork on the original mainline one looks better, and I never got the chance to actually get that figure, even though I wanted it because shiny paint.
Exactly. I mean, I look at the premium finish one. I'm like, what the heck? The picture is so much better, but the toy itself. Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm still hoping to get that original figure at some point.
Oh. I mean, if you get the Netflix Megs, you probably don't need the original one.
Yeah. I think I'll just give my original one to my brother.
Yeah. Will I get a Nintendo Switch, JJ? No, because I'm not really that much of a gamer myself. I do play games sometimes, but I don't play games a lot. So.
One figure that I guess that also has a metallic paint, I guess you could say, is Gigawatt. I guess Gigawatt kind of has a unique kind of metallic paint to his figure.
Do I count the Transformers collaborative stuff as part of the War for Cybertron trilogy line? No,
because they're not advertised as War for Cybertron.
No.
I mean,
but they did use the molds. They use some molds.
They do use the molds, but they're not advertised as being War for Cybertron.
Yeah.
I mean,
TF Wiki did say they're part of the G1 continuity. So,
I mean the Gigawatt comic book, which I did read, actually does take place during G1.
And the Ghostbusters comic book that I have. So
I also have that one as well. Yeah,
yeah.
and that mold was based on a Prime Wars trilogy mold,
Yeah,
Which
hotspot,
still-
hotspot.
which still slash hotspot slash
Bruticus, onslaught. Yeah.
yeah. And
Or
I guess
Inferno.
also I guess depending who you have, if you have
Yeah.
all of them, then congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, but I only have the hotspot version. I never cared for the Inferno version of the mold.
I
Because,
my brother got the Inferno. That's where I got my experience with that mold.
Okay. Let's make it 4. No, we're not gonna make it 4 hours. No.
That would
No.
honestly actually be kind of tedious. I
My
noticed Alfonso hasn't tried to join yet.
yeah. I think he's gone to sleep right now. So-
By the way, since I got the Golden Disc Collection Chapter 1, I finally was able to actually like handle that mold for the pipes. You know, because there's
Oh.
that. You know, because there is that puffer figure, which is a repaint of pipes. And
Yeah. With
yeah.
a new head, by the way, with a new head.
actually it's it's a new head, new torso, and a new like backpack thing.
I mean
Because-
puffer as in the puffer as in straight reap deco of pipes, but the head is different.
The head is slightly different, but the like comparing it to
Alfonso is
puffer,
over here. I didn't realize that Alfonso was still here. Oh my gosh.
Speak of the
I did not
devil.
realize. What the? What? He's still here.
He is still here.
I did not realize he's
Alfonso, I apologize that we're keeping you up so late.
still here. What kind of witchcraft is this? I know, right? He's still here. I was like, what the heck? Oh man. You know the good thing about Kingdom, my overall thoughts on the Kingdom line now is like, man, when I saw the Kingdom figures for the first time, when I saw some Beast Wars stuff, I was like into them because I'm a fan of Beast Wars as well, and they all look good, you know.
My only problem with Kingdom was I felt like there was not enough. So here was my main problem was there were too many fossilizers taking up too many slots in the like so much space that could have been used up by actual Beast Wars characters that we actually want.
Like Polar Claw.
Yeah, like I was actually excited for Polar Claw, and then they announced that they canceled it, and I was like, "What?"
If they're actually pushing Polar Claw back to Legacy, please let it happen.
Please?
Please, Hasbro, and do a new Gears,
and-
please.
I was also mad that they didn't do Beast Wars characters like Pterosaur and Tarantulas. Well, now
Well, now they
now
have
we've got
Pterosaur again.
yeah, Pterosaur's coming, and I managed to get a pre-order in before they sold out on Amazon.
Yeah,
And then,
now Tarantulas is coming in Legacy.
which I'm still interested to see how that looks because I really want to know how that Tarantulas is going to look.
And the Beast Wars Inferno, including that and the
Dragon Megatron, I guess.
yes, the Dragon Megatron. I want to see that. I want to see that Megatron coming to
So is
fruition.
that supposed to be like a leader class? Because that
Yeah, it's gonna be.
that has
it's
to
gonna
be a big leader class.
It's gonna be a big Dragon mode. If the Dragon mode is big, I'm in for it.
Yes.
I'm in for it. Come on. If they actually put in that, like it didn't appear in the show, but apparently he was supposed to have a third mode, like a dragon on wheels.
Yeah, the original toy, it basically was the dragon lying down on its belly with the arms and legs positioned in a weird way, and so there was wheels under it, and that was a vehicle mode.
Yeah, vehicle mode. Use the term loosely.
Very loosely vehicle
Yeah,
mode.
like okay, sure, it's a vehicle.
But again, Rat Trap did it, but they didn't call it a vehicle mode. It was just a rat.
A
with
rat on
wheels.
wheels.
I'm a rat on wheels.
Hey, I'm a rat with wheels.
And then Cheetor
Cool.
got jetpacks, but that's not
Jetpacks.
necessarily a vehicle.
at least Optimus kind of worked.
Yeah,
He kind of worked as a vehicle, as a jet
I
and
mean,
but
minus
Superman pose.
yeah,
Like,
minus the visible fists in jet
yeah.
mode.
I mean, it did happen in the show, so
The I say the truck was more convincing,
yeah, it definitely was convincing. Yes, the cockpit and the wheel.
or I guess that was more of a tank than a
Optimus
truck.
Prime.
But
More, it has 6 wheels, so
it was a real shame though that the Power of the Primes one wouldn't do it unless you had that one DNA design upgrade kit.
Yeah,
Like I'd rather have the vehicle mode with the fit. I shouldn't have to buy something to get that vehicle mode that should already be there.
Yeah, but when they made this figure, oh my gosh, I was like in love with it. So it's like this is super good, like the best mainline Beast Force Optimus
Take
Primal
that
ever.
figure and give him bright metallic paint in robot mode, and that's the Nemesis one. I love the Nemesis Primal.
Yeah,
Though the purple skin on the gorilla in gorilla mode does look a little uncanny, but
yeah,
because he has
Purple
bright
skin
red
can
eyes
be
and
like,
purple skin, but it's like
yeah.
But I love the retooled head with the battle mask on the mouth. Like that looks
Oh
really cool.
yeah, that was a cool battle mask. I wish the set was being sold in my country, but
I know
unfortunately it's not.
it was a Target exclusive. It is available on like TF Source in some places like that, but it's slightly inflated price.
Ugh.
So like instead of getting it for 80, some people are charging like 130 in American money.
I really want the set for the Fangry because I want
Yes.
the new Fangry.
I actually at first I was originally getting it not for Fangry was actually the figure I was looking forward to the least out of the pack, but after getting the pack, Fangry has a certain charm to him that I actually really like.
Yes, the split strength, unlike other Titans Return figures.
My only problem is his knees were really loose.
Oh, okay.
Like I would stand him up and like I would barely move or walk away and he'd fall over.
Do you consider the SS86 lineup to be part of the War Cybertron Trilogy line?
Not really. Because
Cyclonus wasn't the Kingdom line, yet he's from a 1986 film.
But that Cyclonus has like all of the weaponizer ports. I mean, you could also debate that some of the Siege or the SS86 figures have weaponizer ports, but that's not what their intended purpose was for. I don't really count them as War for Cybertron Trilogy, but then again, they do kind of swap between both of them because they retooled 86 Jazz
into Jackpot,
and that's labeled as a War for Cybertron. So I don't know. Like take it as you will, but like specifically figures like Scourge and like the Wreck-Gar and like the Hot Rod, like those feel like Studio Series or like the Cup and the Blur. But again, that same thing happened with Blur. They retooled him into the Shattered Glass.
Yeah.
Or repainted and retooled.
All right. You stay safe, Valentino. Till all are one.
Till all are one.
What do you think would happen to the SS86 RC that's been rumored recently?
I think it's either going to be a cheap retool of the Earthrise one with just like more paint on it, either that, or it's going to be an entirely like retooled thing.
Or is it going to be a new mold? I don't know.
I think it's going to be a similar mold, just like heavily retooled. Kind of like that whole debate between Wheeljack and Sunstreaker sharing the same parts, but people still say they're two entirely different figures.
Yeah,
like kind of like that, where they share the same like skeleton, but they're still different.
Yeah, Sunstreaker. They said that Sunstreaker is a brand new mold, albeit engineering is the same, similar.
But when you transform him, it's like the same transformation as Wheeljack, and a lot of the stuff is almost exactly the same.
Well, yeah. I mean, some of the engineering, when you transform him, it's completely different too. Because Sunstreaker's transformation, if you look at his legs, his feet, actually has heel spurs. So
I know. So like, I'm actually curious to know, like maybe like I think it's gonna be something similar to that, but like with RCs.
yeah.
Or Hasbro will go the cheap route and they'll just reissue it like what they did with Starscream and maybe retool like 1 or 2 pieces on it.
Yeah. I'm still gonna get the SS86 Starscream because what I'm planning to do is get that figure, use the throne in.
I'm
Like, in
still
my
getting
final,
the Studio Series 1. I'm just not gonna enjoy it.
I think you'll enjoy it because he has the crown, he has the cape.
I'm buying it for the throne and for the coronation mode. I am never going to transform it. Which honestly, that is the only reason I was tempted to buy the Transformers Red Coronation Starscream. Because you're not going to transform it. If you're buying it for the coronation stuff, you're never going to transform it in its vehicle mode. Because you want it for the robot mode with the coronation stuff.
Done Trailbreaker for a good price on eBay. Which Trailbreaker? Earthrise Trailbreaker or Combiner Wars Trailbreaker?
Combiner Wars Trailbreaker actually wasn't bad, but I really like the Earthrise hoist mold.
Yeah, Earthrise Trailbreaker is way better than the Combiner Wars one, no doubt, because it's.
By the way, JJ, what do you think of the Transformers Legacy lift ticket?
Not a fan. Not a fan.
The red hoist, or as I'm calling him, moist.
I'm not really a fan of that lift ticket.
I'm planning on getting him just because I like that mold a lot, and I like the red color a lot more than the green. But I especially like how he has the new modern Wreckers logo on the side.
I mean, I know you and I have different opinions about Earthrise Starscream. For me, I just love how cartoon accurate he looks in robot mode and in jet mode because he has all the cartoon accurate details on him. Like the colors are there, and sure, he has the kibble on the sides of his legs, but I don't care about the tail fins because
that bit of kibble doesn't bother me. The tail fins on the feet, that doesn't really bother me.
As long as he has ankle tilts, I'm fine. I'm fine with the Earthrise Starscream. So,
if you really want me to get into a heated debate on a figure, we can talk about Dinobot's Raptor mode.
Okay, here's the thing about Dinobot. I love the figure. I love the robot mode. I like the Raptor mode. They did a good job. It definitely does a better job in hiding the robot mode than the Masterpiece one. It's more solid. I don't mind the hands too much because I'm putting him in a pose that the hands don't look bad. So I look at it, it's fine. So
I just really don't like how the legs are so limited, but the main thing I hate is the tail and the head. Because the head could have easily had like some kind of swivel joint so it could look left and right. And the fingers are fine, the length they just needed to be more sprayed out. Like more spreaded, to kind of look more like claws instead of long sausages hanging off of his wrists.
I mean, I don't really need his head to move, because I'm only displaying him in robot mode.
But that's the other thing. You're also displaying the figures. I'm also taking like toy photography with some of these, like taking them outside or like trying to recreate certain scenes. And it's like there's some particular bits of articulation a Raptor would need to do that. But then again, I just went ahead and bought the Amber Collection Jurassic Park Velociraptor figure. I basically bought that to compensate for Dinobot's Raptor mode.
Yeah.
But I do love Dinobot's robot mode, and that's how I'm going to display him.
Yeah, his robot mode definitely, I would call it as a mini masterpiece. So,
Like even the back kibble, that doesn't bother me. Like, I just love the robot mode.
yeah. Yeah.
Dinobot, maximize!
Yeah, it was kind of sad to see him die in the Kingdom show.
Again.
He wanted to become a Maximal Man. Oh my gosh. And there goes my dog. I'm sorry. There goes my doggy. For Mirage, Kingdom Mirage and Siege Mirage. Good mainline G1 Mirage figures.
I never got the
They're pretty
chance to get... The only version of that mold I ever got was the Netflix Decepticon
Mirage that only appeared on screen for like 10 seconds.
I actually bought that figure intending to use it as a Nemesis Mirage.
Hey, BB Bradley is still here. Hey.
You know, so like if there's a Nemesis Prime, then why not a Nemesis Mirage using that figure?
Yeah. But all in all, though, the Siege Mirage is definitely a good figure. Kingdom Mirage I prefer, even though I kind of broke him in half, but I fixed him. It's fine.
You broke him in half?
Yeah, apparently it was
that was that during the live stream when you were unboxing that pack? Because I wasn't able to make it for that one.
Yeah. When I was unboxing the pack, I don't know what happened.
It's a real shame. Like, right,
but it's okay.
Shows up, bam.
It's fine. I mean, it's okay. I managed to
I
fix him up.
feel really bad for those people that got that Transformers Prime 10th anniversary thing with Breakdown and the Viacon, and the Breakdown's head would snap off.
Ooh.
And there were even some people where theirs would show up in the mail already broken. Like, I feel bad for those people.
Wow.
Especially with how rare the Breakdown figure was before this reissue came out.
Wow.
Like, I feel really bad for those people.
I mean, I don't worry about me not getting the original Breakdown Transformers Prime Breakdown figure because I have the Silas Breakdown in the Swerve version, so I'm not really missing on that much.
Honestly, I think they're gonna make a Breakdown for Transformers Legacy because if they're making a Knockout, they're gonna make a Breakdown at some point.
Unfortunately, the Breakdown that we're gonna get is the Stunticon version. So,
unless it's repainted to look similar to the Prime version, that would be really interesting. Or another thing I could see them doing, I could also see them making a Legacy repaint where it makes him look like the Prime version. You know, because that's kind of playing into the Legacy thing that the RC and the Bulkhead are doing, where they're retooled to be like G1, but like where they have the head sculpts of the Prime versions. Like, I can see them doing that as a Generation Selects for Stunticon Breakdown. Basically, just
some people are mad about the Kingdom Mirage not having the shoulder cannon thing, but honestly, I don't mind it because I have it on the back of the shoulder. It's fine. It's okay. It's all right. So I can still put it on the back of the shoulder. So yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to have it hinge upward, but I'm sure there's some adapter pieces or an upgrade kit you could just get to do that.
I mean, honestly, you can just unplug this and then just do that. I guess is the thing you can do.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's also some other Siege parts and pieces out there that you could also use to make it look even more accurate. You know, like I'm sure there's some other parts out there people could mess around with.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you really care about it that much,
yeah,
like, go ahead.
I mean, you can buy all the upgrade kits you want. So
I do
I love
upgrade kits a little bit because it's like it's money that's going into a figure you already paid for. All this stuff should already be with the figure when you bought it the first time.
Yeah, sure, but I love.
But again, it also depends on personal preferences because I honestly don't really mind having the solid plastic visor for Scorponok, but some people like having the clear visor where you can see his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a cool detail, because I do like his molded eyes under there, but it's not something where I'm like, I must have it. Where some people, they were like really mad about it. So like, I'm not really one of those people.
Yeah.
I was mad though that the Scorponok that the
Mad
scorpion
about
legs
things
were
that-
not able to spread.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Because it makes the scorpion look so static.
Yeah.
And when you add on those other legs, it makes it look so like a lot more organic looking.
Yeah.
Well, even though it's a machine, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. But all in all, though, I still love this Kingdom Mirage. It's still a fun figure. I still love his articulation. Yeah, I don't worry about the shoulder cannon. I don't worry about that. Least favorite and favorite Optimus Prime design.
Alfonso Nation is still here, by the way.
Yeah, he's still here. Least
Still here.
favorite Optimus Prime design. I will say, I don't know. I don't know what's my least favorite Prime. I
Cyberverse.
guess animated Prime.
Actually, I'm changing my answer. Animated.
That's probably my least favorite Prime design because I'm not a fan of his blue face. His blue face looks weird.
He doesn't have the battle mask on enough in the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he had the battle mask on like 90% of the time, I wouldn't mind it. It's
Yeah.
the fact that he has the overly large chin and the blue face that makes it look really weird.
Yeah.
The only person who gets a big chin is Sentinel Prime.
Yeah. My favorite Prime design, Optimus Prime design. I think my top two favorites would be Beast Hunter's Prime and the Last Night Favors Prime. I love those two designs for Prime. Those two. Oh my god.
My only complaint with the Bayverse Night Prime, I mean, it is a cool design. I just don't like how so far away from G1 it is. Because
it's not. You know, it's not supposed to be G1 though.
but there's no, like, it just feels so distant from Optimus. Like, it does still have the blue and red, but like it just still feels very distant from that character.
I mean, he has the pecs. So,
But those are supposed to be windows, or I wouldn't mind the pecs if they at least gave him the grill abdomen.
you can technically see like the metal, the silver.
The Autobot symbol is literally his belly button. Though they kind of changed it to where it's a little bit closer to the chest for the Last Night.
Yeah. I still love the Bayverse, the Last Night Prime. You know, I love how clean it is, and I love how like the truck parts are just, just on the backpack, like the smokestacks are there, you can see them, but the wheels, where were they? It's like the truck has disappeared.
Hidden in his calves.
It's probably hidden in the body somewhere, like hidden in the
They're
thighs.
somewhere.
They're somewhere in there.
I thought I could see them in his shoulders, like embedded in his shoulders, but then I looked back again and I was like, no, you can't see any rubber in there.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
somewhere.
I mean, the pecs are there, part of the truck, but it's like you have random places with flames. You don't even know which part of the truck that is. So, but I still love the design. It's still one of my favorite Optimus Prime designs. I still love it.
The main reason that the Age of Extinction movie I still have a soft spot for that movie is because when we were seeing it for the first time,
Yeah.
we saw it a few days, like almost little under a week early before it officially came out, and we saw it at a VIP theater.
Okay.
So it had like fancy recliners. They had like a fancy dinner, and like it was like an early showing for the movie.
Right. Yeah.
And it was still on like a big screen in a theater, and it was just the whole VIP experience at that Megaplex movie theater just made it like a very special occasion.
It's cool, man. That's
Same
cool.
thing goes for the Bumblebee movie, but not just the VIP.
Yeah.
Because I did see that movie actually 2 weeks before it came out.
Yeah.
And when I went to go see it at the door, they handed out those little, what the heck are they called? It's those little micro Transformer figures that you get in the little like mystery bags. What are they called?
Tiny turbo changers.
Yeah, the turbo changers. They handed out some of those at the front door of the theater when we were going in for the Bumblebee movie.
Wow, that's cool. But yeah,
And again, it made the experience like very meaningful, especially since that movie is what brought me back to the Transformers, as a Transformers fan.
Yeah,
Really meant a lot to me.
but yeah. As a whole, the War of Cybertron Trilogy line. Oh no, though all the figures for me that I've collected so far. They're all fun to mess with. They're all playable, nice and playable.
I
And
would
have all the
agree.
6 stickers. I have all the 6 stickers. Thank you.
But we can't talk about the show though. Like we can't leave out information about the show
Yeah,
because the show
yeah,
was one of the main
the
drives
show-
of the whole line.
the show was okay at best.
Siege,
It was okay.
Siege, I
Siege
felt
had-
like was the best part. Earthrise was okay, and then the Kingdom was better.
Yeah, Kingdom was the best part of the
But again,
the
that's because I have a
trilogy for me.
bias toward Beast Wars.
Although Megatron's voice was just meh.
It wasn't mech; it was disgusting.
I mean, the first couple episodes.
Megatron, I am here to give you the golden disc. Like that's literally what he sounded like.
I mean, the first couple episodes, it was fine. It sounded okay to me, but then when it comes to episode 5, he's like, "Did you really think they could stand against the fury of both Megatrons?" Then there's one part he says is like, "Besides, who are you to judge me? You sided with Nemesis.
That's a really accurate impression.
How do you know he's not using you?" Then one person, "What is it?"
My other problem is I feel like there were some characters that they swapped the voices of by accident.
Oh, Tigatron and Dinobot, yeah.
Tigatron and Dinobot. Tigatron sounded like Dinobot, and Dinobot sounded like Tigatron.
I still love Dinobot's new voice, don't get me wrong. I still love it. It sounded badass, to me anyway. Optimus
I
Primal's
mean, I'd be
voice.
fine with it if Tigatron didn't sound so raspy.
Optimus Primal's voice would have been better if it was Ron Perlman. So, because
Wait.
Ron Perlman did a good job as Optimus Primal in Power of the Primes.
I thought it was the same guy.
No, it wasn't. Again, with Ron Perlman's voice behind the mic, because it was confirmed that Ron Perlman is Optimus Primal in Rise of the Beast. So, good on ya. I just hope the Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal head sculpt looks more like his Beast Wars counterpart. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I say they should give him the Optimus Primal, but when he has like the battle mask on.
bro, they're really making me wait another year for this movie.
I'm still so pissed about that.
I'm so mad about it. But what do you guys?
Like if you guys delayed it from like June to like December, like I could forgive it, but an entire year.
Yeah, I know.
An entire year.
Oh yeah. An entire
Why?
year, yeah. Just why?
Why?
But I think what they're trying to do is gonna give way to the legacy line and the studio series line, because we all know that the next wave of studio series is all the Bumblebee movie figures plus SS86 Perceptor and SS86 Starscream, which I'm gonna get anyway.
Which that Perceptor looks very nice.
Yeah, he looks nice. He looks so nice. Meanwhile, Marvel continues to demolish entertainment. Oh yeah. The Hawkeye series has been pretty good so far. I'm loving it. So
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
yeah, 3 episodes in. I can't wait to see that Echo series. Yeah,
Apparently, that's a thing.
yeah, it's a thing because of Hawkeye. Yeah.
Big theory here that I did. So did you know that Echo is a Daredevil villain?
Wasn't she a superhero as well?
She was an anti-hero later, but she
But
starts
they.
out as a villain, and like her comic design is
Ah.
where she has like a white handprint on her face.
They say she's a fictional superheroine, so not really an anti-hero.
She was a villain within the in the comics she was a villain, and then she became because she worked for Wilson Fisk, aka
Yeah,
Kingpin.
then she joined the New Avengers.
Yep.
She was also called Ronin before.
Yes, she was a temporary Ronin for a while.
Yeah.
Which by the way, I think her uncle is Kingpin. Just putting that out there.
Because you can, in one of the episodes of Hawkeye, you can definitely see the jacket of the guy. Yeah. Black jacket.
I'm also referring to the comics here because Kingpin actually does have a lot of connection to the actual character of Echo as well as this particular storyline of Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
But we'll see though. We'll see what happens in the future episodes of Hawkeye if Kingpin actually appears.
because Echo is not the main villain. I know that for sure. Swordsman, maybe. Like I feel like they're really trying to throw us off with Swordsman and Echo, and there's an actual like bigger villain at play. Kind of like what they did with WandaVision, how like they make us think, oh, Agatha's the villain, but then it's really kind of Wanda in the end who's the actual villain.
Transformers can't even get 3 movies a decade. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: Transformers, you need to get a lot of vehicles, and they need to make a lot of robots.
Since the Bumblebee
Yeah.
movie.
It's now. I mean, we had to wait like for 3 years for Age of Extinction to come out, 2011 to 2014, and then 2014 to 2017. Then the year after that was Bumblebee, which was fast.
It was more like a year and a half ish, but yeah, it was still a lot faster than all of the other movies.
Yeah, but now it's gonna be 4 years apart.
Which isn't it going to be the longest that there hasn't been a movie for Transformers?
I think it's gonna be the longest.
This is going to be the longest time.
I mean, now it's gonna be 5 years.
Did you ever find out? Did you ever know what the actual reason was, JJ, to why they delayed it?
I did hear some things about Paramount doing this for money.
Paramount apparently is on the edge of bankruptcy because of all the COVID stuff last year. And they're worried that if they put the movie out too early, there's not going to be anyone in the theaters to go watch it, which is a BS decision because everyone is in the theaters right now watching every single movie that Sony is putting out. Sony is making bank right now on Venom, Ghostbusters, Spider-Man, and soon Morbius.
Yeah.
Actually,
if anyone listened to that leaked soundtrack for No Way Home, don't listen to it because it spoils the movie for you.
I'm not doing it
because I listened to it and you can hear 2 familiar themes in the soundtrack from previous Spider-Man movies.
Yep.
You can hear them. And that's probably what we're going to hear.
You know what that theme song is? Dun, 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 ba, ba, dun, ba, ba, dun, ba, dun, ba, ba, dun. Dun, 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 ba, ba, dun, 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 ba, dun. Dun, 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 dun. You're welcome for that song. I am available for hire. Please help me. I am broke.
Anyway, but yeah, the soundtrack. Oh my gosh, it made me hype because it confirms a rumor that was going around for so many months now.
Which honestly, I got really sick of. Like people were talking about it so much, and like people were going off of really, really grains of salt information that it was just getting so annoying.
Yeah.
Like if they end up in the movie, and if they don't end up in the movie, I honestly won't care either way because I'm just sick of everyone talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, the Brazilian trailer has edited the guys out.
I still find it funny the whole the whole lizard getting punched.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Incredibles, JJ?
Yeah.
One of my favorite memes right now. Someone edited where it's the guy inside of Incredibles where he's like, I hit a camera. See, look, there he is, right there. No, wait, right there. And it's and they edited
Oh, that
out
one.
the
Yeah.
they edited out the the dash putting
Brazilian
attack,
trailer?
and instead it was the
The
trailer.
No Way Home. The No Way Home trailer. Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
It's so funny. I've seen that meme. I
Yeah.
saw that meme for a lot
Yeah.
of time.
It's like Marvel fans watching the trailer.
It's,
See,
it's
You see it? Well, you don't see it? See, look, he moves right there.
right there.
No,
Wait.
right there.
Right there.
And you see Lizard just getting punched from an invisible force.
Like,
People were making the joke that that's Drax because you can't see him.
But Drax is a
But
Drax
but you,
is
but you can't see him because his movement. Because his movement, it's imperceptible.
Yeah.
He's sure he's invisible.
But honestly, if they don't show all three of the Spider-Man together, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Or maybe it's John Cena who punched him. You know, because you can't see him. Or maybe it's Ant-Man and he's just really small.
Could be. I don't know.
He's just really small and he's punching Lizard in the face.
You know what's hilarious about what if they actually put the Ant-Man and Thanos, but in terms of Hulk and Yellow Jacket?
I mean, technically they did.
Yeah, but it was sad for Hulk to explode. It was kind of sad, but
It actually would have been so funny if they actually did that as a what if. The Ant-Man.
What if Ant-Man goes inside Thanos' butt and explodes
and
Thanos?
he grows and he just destroys Thanos.
Yeah.
You don't need no stones to beat Thanos. You just need Ant-Man. Come on. I'm not gonna spoil it, but JJ, that one Ant-Man related arrow that Hawkeye used.
Yeah, I saw that episode. Yeah,
I know, but I mean spoilers for people who haven't watched it yet. Like,
yeah. Let's
nice.
not spoil it because I don't think Alfonso has watched it yet. So,
but yes, very nice arrow.
it's a nice arrow.
I was not expecting that to happen.
Very, very nice arrow. I was like, what? Where did that arrow come from? Oh my gosh! But
Come on, guys, we need to help out Hawkeye. He's just a dad trying to get home for the holidays.
he's a half-deaf guy now.
I know. I feel really bad for his character.
Yeah,
Like
because
him
now
being half deaf, because it's like, hey, what the heck caused that? Oh, I don't know. Could have been a number of things.
a lot of hard
and it-
noise and cracking into glasses. That's
and
probably
it has the montage of him going like getting blown up and like
explosions and everything. Yeah.
it's like I don't know. Could have been a number of things. Who knows?
But yeah, I hope we get to see a young Avengers movie, the new Avengers, the next Avengers, or whatever.
By the way, I think we are because a key character was leaked recently. A Lego set for the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was revealed a little bit ago. And a certain minifigure is included in the set that is a key character in the Young Avengers.
Wait. She appeared in Marvel Rising. she was in Marvel Rising. I think her name was America Chavez.
Yes. Her minifigure is included in this Doctor Strange set.
Yeah, I saw her. And the actress was confirmed as Xochitl Gomez.
Oh,
Huh.
and you know what I'm actually really disappointed about?
What?
If this rumor is true. There was
Okay.
a rumor going around that Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, will actually be
Comic-Con Miss Marvel? Miss
yeah,
Marvel? As
Kamala
in the
Khan, Miss
series?
Marvel.
Yeah.
There's a
Kamala
rumor
Khan,
that they're changing her powers from the stretch ability to be similar to the energy stuff about that, more closer to Captain Marvel.
Okay, please don't change her powers.
And
please.
I'm actually really mad about that, if that's true.
Yeah, I've grown with Miss Marvel having stretch abilities.
And
So
I actually read her original comics front to back. I haven't read a lot of series all the way through from front to back, but hers I have because I actually really enjoyed her comic series. She like meets Wolverine, she meets Spider-Man, she meets like the Inhumans and like all these different characters. And I was even pleased to see her appear inside the Avengers game, even though that didn't perform very well. I still liked seeing her in the game.
And she is in the new kid show, Spidey and His Amazing Friends.
Yes, and I'm still really disappointed if that rumor is true that they're changing her powers.
Yeah. No, I've been recently watching the some episodes of the new kid show, Spidey and His Amazing Friends. I'm actually having fun with that.
I'm not planning on watching it because I actually need to catch up on some other shows, but
It's fun to watch, actually. Fun to watch. Hulk is smart though.
Hulk is smart. This is unheard of. Oh, by the way, have you seen that quick trailer for Moon Knight?
No, because I
There
want to
was-
watch the series myself, and I don't want
There was a quick like 30-second trailer for Moon Knight, and
I did watch the She-Hulk trailer though.
the Moon Knight trailer. I think I'm excited for Moon Knight more than any other show right now.
What's interesting is Poe Dameron as Moon Knight.
Moon Knight is basically Marvel's version of Batman, just moon themed and not bat themed.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, the She-Hulk also looks interesting. One of the things I'm really excited about for She-Hulk, and some people might wonder, why are you excited for that? One of the villains was announced for She-Hulk.
And he was in Shang-Chi.
Not that villain, a different one.
Huh?
Her name is Titania.
That villain.
And the reason why I'm excited about that is because if they want to keep her as close to the comics as possible, the origin story of how she gets her powers will introduce a very significant character to the MCU. In the original comic book, she gains her powers during the Multiversal War comic line. And her powers are given to her by the supervillain Doctor Doom.
Oh, okay. But since Marvel has rights to Fantastic Four, there's no doubt we're gonna see
Doctor Doom is my favorite supervillain ever from any superhero franchise. And I have been waiting for them to do him properly.
Because the new one didn't. No.
The Fan Four Stick movie did not do him justice.
No.
Which fun fact? The reason why he looked like that is because that character was originally scripted to be Silver Surfer, but one of the executives at Warner Brothers said, "Let's change it to Doctor Doom," and so they had to make that Silver Surfer design look somewhat like Doctor Doom, and it did not work.
No, didn't work at all. The original with Jessica Alba in it, that one that did the design justice.
But the character was inaccurate, like the guy under the armor.
Yeah.
Because Doctor Doom was not a businessman; he was the tyrannic ruler of Latveria.
And I guess he was a robot at one time.
He was a cyborg at one point.
But anyway, yeah, it's lunchtime for me, so I gotta end the stream right here. So
Lunchtime for you. It's like
yeah,
bedtime for me.
it's 1:11 p.m. here. So
It's 10:11 p.m. here.
wow. Anyway, so I'm gonna end the stream right here. And
Are you sure you don't want to make it to 3 hours?
No, no, no.
We're like 5 minutes there.
No. It's okay. It's fine. But I'm gonna end the stream right here, and I really appreciate the people who have joined right here, and really appreciate the chit chat. It was fun, and I enjoyed my time. Just remembering the War of Cybertron trilogy line, how good it is, and how better it is than the Prime Wars trilogy line, and how fun the line was. And now I'm really excited for Legacy.
There is one thing I am concerned about for Legacy, just adding one more note on the War for Cybertron trilogy. Kingdom was the last toy line that John Warden, the designer, worked on. So anything going forward, Legacy and on, John Warden had no part of.
What? Okay.
Kingdom
Anyway.
was the last line that John Warden worked on.
Yeah.
And John Warden produced very good figures. Like all those figures in Power of the Primes that everyone liked, like Trigger Happy and some of those figures that were really well engineered, a lot of those were by John Warden.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the Titan class figures like Triptychon and like the Dino Wars Devastator, like those were all him.
Yeah.
And then like Omega Supreme, Scorponok, and Jetfire, like a lot of great figures.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go off. It's already lunchtime for me. I'm very, very hungry, so I'm gonna go off. And it was enjoyable. It was very fun to talk with you again, Prime Bricks. And
yes, after all this time.
After all this time, after losing your channel, and now you got your channel back, and yeah. So
somewhat. I have to start from scratch, but
yeah. But at least you still have your logo. Alfonso is still here. He says, "Take care, JJ, to all one." Yeah, to all one, Alfonso. You take care too, man. And definitely excited.
All are one.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the figures coming out next year. Studio Series Legacy and the rest of War Cybertron trilogy as well. So, but thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Peace out. Till all are one.
Till all are one.
Yeah. Bye-bye, guys.